What's up, Cripple Crew? What it do? What it do? How is everyone today? Tactical Rider 408, what's up? We got the homeboy Tactical Llama EDC. How you doing, Tactical Llama?
Doing well, doing really well. Just
Oh, I think I forgot to make this. Where is there's high definition? But oh wait, wrong one. Where? Oh, okay. I can't change it. I thought I put this as a vertical, but I'm set up horizontal, so I'm going to change my camera up. You can still run vertical for sharpening if that's easiest for you. I'm just adjusting my screen a bit. Mr. Reddy, what's up? Chris Warris, what's up? Ryan Holloway, Technical Writer 408, and Tiger Claw. We got the homeboy Tactical Llama doing some of that sharpening today.
can you hear me now? Is
I
that all
can hear
good?
you just fine.
Sweet. Had to put on Do Not Disturb and all that stuff.
Yay. Clint Crosby, what's up, homie? Good morning, everyone. We've got a little bit of a mixed view because I thought we were going vertical today, but I forgot to fix the settings. So I'm going to change this so it looks right real quick. There we go. What are you sharpening today? Yeah, I know you said you got a bunch.
Yeah, I've got about what 18, 17,
Eh,
18 lines to sharpen today. This one is a this one's a Dalstrong that a chef just dropped by. She was on her way to lunch and she just dropped off this Dalstrong German steel. It's really, really hard. I have to crank this machine up to even get a burr established on 120 grit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's really cool. Really awesome handle. I mean, feels fantastic, an awesome weight, very balanced. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 other larger knives over here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, smaller ones. So what is it? 18 knives, something like that?
Gonna be busy.
Yeah.
Bando Picks. Good morning, Jimmy Crow. What it do, homie? How you doing today? He's heading out to the woods, so he can't stay long. Thanks for popping in. I don't know how well you can see chat while you're doing that, so I'll try to keep you updated.
Yeah, I'm just here to provide some background and contain when I. Oh wait, ah,
So you're
I'm
using
silly.
the Ken Onion?
Yep. Yeah, the work sharp. Let's see if I actually can get chat up on here.
How quickly does that typically not including the German steel? Let's say you're doing an EDC pocket knife in 14C. How
One
long would it
pass.
typically take you to run on that?
So on this, so on the 120. So if it was like so dull, you couldn't like you would crush a tomato kind of dull. I mean, just you've been scraping out your tobacco pipe for 15 years, kind of dull.
Yeah.
I would I would run it on the 120 like one time because pretty much this is what I use to like remodify, reshape tips, reprofile, remove steel. I mean, this is 120 grit.
Yeah.
It's spinning like mad, and it will just obliterate. I mean, I
Hella
see the
quick.
burr forming in one pass. Quite often, it takes one pass. If it's not that dull, I won't even. It won't even touch this. I'll go straight to the other grits, like
Yeah.
300, and then I mean, gosh, you'll see. Like EDC knife could take 10, 15 minutes. But if it's, I'll throw my 14,000 grit or 12,000 or I gotta check that 12,000 or 14,000 grit stropping belt. You
And
strop it
that'll do a
for
lot of the EDC knives and just keep them good.
exactly because that's pretty much dropping it. So 10, 20, 30 seconds on this, dropping it, because if it's a small knife, like for example, the Asher, if I was like, okay, on the strop, turn it on, I'd have it on a low speed for the strop. And essentially I'd like drop, back and forth, get it dropped on this side. And then I'd do a light pass, like whoop, remove that burr, and then a light pass, like no pressure, remove that burr, feel it. And that would be me stropping an everyday user.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
that it's pretty quick. If I had to sharpen it, I might put 1 or 2 different belts on it before this. However, everything, I put my own edges pretty much on every one of my knives. I've sharpened every one of my knives I use already once with this thing. So
Yeah.
all of them have a 20-degree convex edge on them. They're super sturdy. Like they don't go dull very quickly.
Hell yeah, Bando picks. The baby banter fixie is very high on my list. I've
I would love to check that out.
really been enjoying EDC fixies lately. There's been several that I've spent a bunch of time with, and that baby banter looks perfect for a pocket dropper EDC fixie. I've really enjoyed the Corvette S as my right front pocket carry for the last week. And this blade shape has been so useful for EDC. And several of the others that I've enjoyed, we know I loved carrying the Raccoon, and I might have a Kydex sheath on the way for this. Fellow viewer picked one of these up off of my recommendation, absolutely loved it, made his own sick Kydex sheath. And he's only made a few sheaths, so he's going to try to make another one. And if it turns out well, he's going to shoot it my way. Just ordered a Mike's Naughty Fixie. Hell yeah. No luck. They didn't have the What's Up Mud. They didn't have the new Grail. So Walmart has a new Grail. It's white. And I guess it has liners more similar to the Bug Out. I've only seen one quick short on it. But I don't know if it's got half liners like the Bug Out or what. I just know it's lighter than the orange one, and it's $5.
Do I need to go out and find it?
Yeah, I've only seen it on one short so
I
far.
saw that as well, yeah. I saw it pop up and I was like, maybe I should hop back to Walmart right now.
Yeah, Mud just checked ours, and they didn't have any. But I've really enjoyed EDC fixies lately, and 2 that are in for review right now as part of the pass around are this Muskrat, and where did I put? I was just wearing it till I took it off. Oh, it's I put it in the box because I was going to record it, but I didn't record it yet. Ron Dobbins, what it do? What it do? I'm doing well, homie. Hope you are as well. Also got the Smolt 3V Kaiser website exclusive black and white in, and I've really enjoyed carrying this. I will say this got me deeper than any other knife in my reviewing history.
I think my fixie's a little bit bigger than yours.
A little. But, I'm not compensating.
Sometimes I can even do the Wolverine fixie.
Yeah.
Yarr.
Boss. Illuminati, what it do, brother? What it do?
Yeah.
Mad Yako, how you doing today, brethren? Little yeah. See, it looks perfect with the lanyard, the baby banter fixie. That's why I really, really want to check it. I've really enjoyed these fixies lately. get these out for a moment. We got you and you, you, you. These are all different fixies that I've carried quite a bit the last 2 months after not really carrying fixies very often. And I've definitely enjoyed it. I'll be right back. I forgot to grab the battery cord, and I don't want the phone to die on us. I'll be back. All right. Now we're plugged in, and I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, that Corvette's a fixie. It's the Corvette S. This is the October release, one of the October releases, the rose gold with white G10. And it comes with a taco style pocket sheath, which made me very happy. And I thought this pocket clip that they included to make it a pocket dropper was going to suck. But when it's actually in my right front pocket, all I do is give this ramp a little push off with my thumb, and it comes out every time without pulling out the sheath. I still would like to get an ulti clip for it, but I carried this for about a week and a half in my right front pocket, just as a pocket fixie clipped in there, and I've really, really enjoyed it. The blade shape is very useful. Jimmy, you can't go wrong with this Dust Devil. It is so light. It's like less than 2.5 ounces. Balance, and it's just so nimble. Like you can, while it's in your hand, you can use your pinky to turn it in cuts. If you're doing like utility style cuts, it is just such a nimble knife.
Pinky out.
Doozle, what it do, Fook? What it do? Aries EDC is lurking while working. Good to see you. BASTION's here, and Fabster Run all the way from the Netherlands. What's going on?
What's up, That's
How's
fantastic.
everyone today?
That's really cool. What's up? Aries EDC, Madiaco, Fabsteron, Fook. Jeez, you weren't making this up. They really are here. I thought you were just making me up.
Yeah, I'm just going down my Instagram list, naming names.
Trying to get me to look away. Jeez, it worked.
Do me a favor, y'all. Make sure you stab that like button, like you mean it.
Stab it.
Yo, your jump the other day was insane. Have you kept those viewers so far?
Yep, we're sitting at 950.
So you went from just under 300 to 921 in one day?
Not 947, 949. It was like 267, 262. So
that is awesome, homie. Robert Willoughby, welcome.
Crazy.
Yeah, Fook Doozle said I'm summoning him with the names.
Yeah. I'm still processing it. Like, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's harder to see Fab when he's hiding the ginger. He said he just noticed that was you. Yeah, no, definitely. Keep doing what you're doing, because man, that is an insane jump. That is so cool. You know, we'll give him a flash of a real beard over here. Just, you know, a little beard. Yeah, I would love to see a jump like that. The feud with the alpaca must have been what pushed it and said, "Feel Fook."
People like conflict, so they saw there was a feud between alpacas and llamas, and they thought we're here for the generation, the battle of the generation.
Yep. Next
Prepared
it's going to be
alpaca.
wallabies versus kangaroos. KO
Goodness
Knives, what's
gracious.
going on, Chris? I've already said hi to Chris Morris. My bad. Delaney, what's going on, Delaney? How you doing today? Yeah, what jump you want? No, the other day, Fab, Tactical Llama went from just under 300
Mhm.
viewers to almost 950 in one day on YouTube.
Silly subscriber jump. I now have a set of knives, a set of knives. I think I'll do 2 knives for the 1,000. Like I was just doing the 300. I go to pick the 300 and we're sitting at 950. Like thanks for blasting past that one.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Crazy. Oh, we're finally done with this belt. What are we going to now? Next one. This one's like about, I think 300 grit. Yeah. 220 or something, or
Yeah,
300, something like that.
understand, Aries. He says he's driving and working, so he can't really chat. Kathleen Smith, good morning. How are you today? Aries has 8 fixies dropping on Halloween. Did you see his posts? He's got a couple that he's done with some handles and some handle scales and bead and lanyard, but then he's got a half dozen or so that are skeletonized fixies. What steels are we looking at on those fixies, Aries? All right,
Well,
Jimmy, you have a great day, man. Enjoy the woods, homie.
thanks for
Thanks
stopping
for
by,
popping
Jimmy.
in.
Well, this fixie I've got right here by Mercer. This one's rocking X50 CRMOV 15.
X50 CRMOV 15.
Yep.
Interesting.
High carbon, no stain, German steel, probably cold quenched, ice hardened. This
Probably a $300-400 chef knife.
That's right. It's an extension of you to create this so you can dice onions at the next table.
It's going well, Ron Dobbins. Thank you. Aries said his fixies are 80 CRB2 and Nitro V. I think I saw 165 on the skeletonized ones, but I could be wrong.
I like V. That sharpens up like a razor sharp.
That X50 sharpens razor sharp, you said, or Nitro V?
Nitro V. Nitro V. I really like that. They use it on the baby banters and it sharpens up razor. I mean, it hones back super easily and it
Yeah.
stays razor sharp. Yeah.
Fab is reminding everybody that you're a Viking llama because you're from Finland.
Oh man, time for a little history lesson. Funny enough, funny thing about the Vikings in Finland, the Vikings actually so Finland's a Nordic country, not Scandinavian, but Nordic. And the Vikings, funny enough, you'll find a lot of Viking lineage around Finland on both the eastern and western, like Norway and Sweden, because Finland was like a grain basket. They still are today. They the wheat and grain and stuff that they make, as well as the water there, the fresh spring water. It allowed the Vikings to have this like food basket. So they would have ales, breads, and the Vikings then realized that they would travel through Finland and use Finland as like a supply depot. So rather than raid it and settle it, they traversed it and used it primarily as yes, of course, people left things here and there and they forgot where they slept the night before and what happened. Things like that happen, I'm sure, of course. However, there wasn't a big primary settlement in Finland because there was a greater need for just, bread and ale. And I mean, they did that really well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was an interesting.
Fab says you're definitely a Viking, though. You just don't want to admit that you're in the USA to pillage.
Shh.
KO
This is not
Knives
my
says
armory.
Nitro
I
V
don't
is
know.
soft in his opinion. It sharpens to a razor's edge, but doesn't hold it very long.
Correct. Which is why it needs to be stropped regularly, often, in my opinion. However, if you're using it for softer tasks, whatever that may be, cutting open envelopes and letters and stuff like a letter opener, yeah. But it strops back really easily. It is soft. It does.
Delaney says your current costume looks nothing like a llama, more like a duck. Tactical duck EDC?
Oh
And
my
Airy
god.
says that he hardened that his Nitro V blades have a 61 HRC.
Oh,
So,
nice.
most
Nice.
of what we get from all these companies, like the Baby Banter, is 58 to 60.
Mm-hmm. And that's for
So
more
that 61 HRC is going to make a big difference
Yep.
in the edge holding.
It's to get that durability. They want it to flex a little bit more and be durable than to chip. So they put it on a little softer side for the Baby Banter. However, it's that would be really cool to check out, a really, really high HRC Nitro V.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Dutch Reviews, what's up and good morning. He's wearing the mask because he is sharpening on the kin onion right now and he doesn't want to be eating that dust.
This is Quactical Llama EDC sharpening knives today.
So I had a viewer send me a couple of knives to review and do what I want, give away and such. And one of them was this Fentiso Cobra, which I had never checked out yet, but I had been wanting to check this out because it, reminds me a lot of the Vosteed Nightshade being a shill-in cutter. But I like button locks. It's 14C and aluminum. So I was really excited to check this out. And this knife is just close to being a win, but with a huge fail. They should not have put this flipper tab on this knife.
Time to
For
delete it.
one, the ergos would have been a little better without it. But two, the spring that they've gotten here, and look how low compared to the pivot this flipper tab is. They designed the flipper tab really, really poorly. And because of that, you almost never get it to open all the way unless you really try. It's easier to fail this flipper tab than it is to get it to work. But the thumb hole works fantastic, and the button lock, like the spring tension, is really good for the detent as far as that flick, and it's a really good pressure for closing it. It works
Okay.
great. It's just a horribly designed flipper tab.
Send it to me. I'll delete it.
Yeah, if this had no flipper tab, it would be a knife that I could easily recommend. Or if this flipper tab had been done to where it was up here, the problem, of course, if it's up there, it means it's going to be even farther down here and it's going to kill the ergos, which is why they moved it. But by dropping it here, it just made it so you really have to want to make that flipper work. But other than that, like, if not for that flipper tab, I would easily recommend this knife because it is a good knife. And it's done really well. Contoured aluminum that's comfortable. The button works really well. It's not the spring tension. It's just the flipper tab placement. Decently, like most shillings, very slicey. I mean, I can make little confetti curls if I want, or full slices. 14C, so I wanted to be able to recommend this knife. But when I make my review on this here soon, it's going to be just a near miss. I'm trying to get a relationship started with Vinti, so we'll see how they like that. My first review is not going to highly recommend their knife. Not my fault though.
You can be honest in whatever you think about it. Some people are going to rave about it. Some people are going to dislike it.
Yep.
This is the life of a knife.
What it do, Brown Sugar? How are you, sis? Good to see you.
How's it going?
I'm gonna let the doggers outside real quick. Be right back. They saw squirrels.
Why the mask? Yep. Once again, so yeah, I know EDCwithDBD mentioned this earlier. I could actually probably show you guys now. So it's just insane amounts of material come off, and it is I mean, it's microscopic, you know. It's I wouldn't say microscopic, but it's some of it is. Some of it I'm not going to see, but
Yeah,
as it
but it's
gathers, I
very,
mean,
very fine particles of
so
metal.
fine, super fine, and honestly, it's such fine particles that you'd inhale them, they'd get in your eyes, and you wouldn't really feel it right away. But then later on, over the irritation over time, as you're like opening and closing your eyes and stuff. That's why I'm wearing not just regular like just glasses, but these are actually sealed around. So once I take this off, it looks like I'm wearing swimming goggles. But yeah, these are sealed. These are what I use for painting rooms and stuff when I'm using the air sprayer, paint
Yeah,
sprayer. So yeah, except I don't need a respirator out here. So
that's good.
KN95 or greater quality pretty much keeps this out. So yeah, especially when you do a lot of knives. Like when you're honing, it's not really a big deal. But when I'm going with 120 grit and down all the grits,
Yeah,
or I should say up all the grits, with this many knives, like 18 knives. Oof. After my live stream on Sunday, my laptop had a nice little layer of metal dust on it. I mean,
awesome.
I
Great. That's
cleaned
great
this
for the
whole
keyboard and
surface
such.
down. I know right now it's wrapped in saran wrap. Not the bottom.
Robo wants to know if we're pulling a smash and grab because you're all masked up. What's up, Gareth HB? Popping in from South Africa.
Thank you
Delaney
so
wants to
much.
know if that's the original Kin Onion or the new one. And what's up, Fred the Lug?
This is the Ken Onion. Oh, this is the Mark. This is the Mark II Elite Ken Onion edition. So it is the newest one that has the angle adjustment here on the side. You rotate this dial, and it has this setup with the handle with the lights here on the side. So it
Nice.
is this version. Yeah,
Neil
nice
Mack.
little. These things I did before this started, but even under here, like it's literally sitting. It's like when you leave your car out and it snows and it leaves a footprint.
Yeah.
Except somehow I still get snow under my tires. Like it's ridiculous. It's probably all the micro vibrations and stuff. All right, let's keep.
Fred the Lug wants to know, is that your favorite sharpener?
So far, out of the ones I have used, which are freehand stone sharpeners and this belt, I have not used a fixed like angled
Fixed
arm
angle,
thing.
like the precision adjust or the KME.
Exactly. I haven't used those. However, I feel that they're on the same level. I mean, first of all, it takes skill of the individual using the tool, and then of course the tool itself. Um, I feel like this specific tool, this one's all right. This one's like, I'd say the minimal of what you should go for because you can adjust half degrees. It is a
That's the
cassette
OG.
tape. No, this is actually the other part you can attach on here. This is like I wouldn't say fixed angle, but it's kind of like a hybrid cassette because you can
Gotcha.
adjust it, have the knife guide, and then you draw blades through like this.
Oh yeah,
However,
I've seen that.
yeah. However, once you attach like the tool and knife sharpener, the tool and knife, because this guy's great if you want to take the tool to something. If you're going to bring the tool to the sharpener, this is like S tier. I mean, this I would hold on the same level as fixed angle sharpeners, because you can do flat grinds, you can do straight flat grinds here, all kinds of stuff. So give me one moment here. I need to go get a knife from someone.
Word.
Shona, 1 sec.
See you in a bit. Gonna be making some, did you go and SMKW today? You see where I called you crazy? Going to be doing some Christmas shopping videos, some Christmas gift videos soon at different price levels. And at the $30 price point, I will definitely be recommending the 704 Tactical Fang, which is this Tonto here is the Fang. And the Hornet, which I really like. Yeah, I need to check out that Good Boy Junior. I saw that they dropped that, and you know the first video for your wives, exactly, video for your wives, your kids. You know, I know the first Good Boy had a lot of lock failure issues. Not that I spine whack, but oh, we're killing some zombies. Not that I spine whack. Is that a oh, that one's a lawnmower blade. And
This
then
one's
we got
also
a
a lawnmower
machete.
blade.
Oh no, that's another blade as well.
Yep. This is
At
a
first it
mulching
looked like
blade.
a green machete or something.
I mean, it's practically what it is, just one that spins really fast.
Mud just picked up the Civivi Brazen at Walmart. That's like what, $27 or something like that for a Civivi Tonto? That'll make the gift guide. But these 704 crossbars, the lockup is insanely solid. And you're getting D2, and you can get the reverse Tonto / what I call a sheep's foot. They call it a reverse Tonto. Or the Tonto for $29.99. Magyako's going to play Red Dead. Neo Max got to go back to work. 53 with tax for the Brazen? I thought the Elementum was 53. The Brazen is supposed to be cheaper. The Brazen is not a $50 knife. You got charged. You got charged for an Elementum, homeboy. The Brazen's like half that price. It's 27 or 29. If you got charged 53, you got charged for an Elementum, homie. You need to go back and get charged for the right knife.
Demand a recount.
Yeah. 53 at Walmart for a Brazen? When those first dropped at Walmart, they were $27.
Brazen move of them to up the price.
Or not 27. They were like 32 because the 27 was the mini Praxis. But they were still quite a bit less than the Elementum. So they raised the price on the Brazen. It must have been doing well. They realized they could charge more. Kubi has 50% off on D2. Yeah, I want the Momentums. Momentum is definitely one I want to check out. Elementum is 45. The Elementum was 51 or 52. So the Elementum's gone down and the Brazen has gone up.
I see a lot of these. I see a lot of cutlery school knives. A lot of people have had their knives from cooking school, cutlery
Yeah,
school, huh? Yes, I went to school to learn how to make cutlery. I mean, shit, I don't think it's called cutlery school, but culinary school
culinary
is the
school.
word.
Culinary
Yeah,
is what you was looking for.
I'm looking at cutlery like, but they
Hey,
it's a lot of these. You see a lot of these. I mean, a lot of like here's the Chef Series knife. Here's a Mundial. Here's this is a Santa Safe series, and
and
then
they've
there's
been
other
sharpened to
ones.
shit, huh?
A Cisco series. Oh yeah, but these are the ones exactly. These are the ones that you've seen. That are like they used to be like. Oh my god, I've seen chef knives come in that are now fillet knives.
Yeah.
They're like on their last sharpening. I'm like, oh man, they're delicate. People use them. Like, why not? Use the knife to the end. It's gonna change its function as you sharpen it and remove
Out,
material.
ouchie EDC. What's up, Pedro? Peace off. Or welcome. Peace out, foo.
Pizza.
Yeah, peace out, foo.
Get out of here for
And Robo says he feels like he's doing something bad when he sharpens now. He sharpens the same way, but he doesn't wear any protection, and his blind ass is all upon it. He's gonna die.
So I didn't. I used to wear eye protection because I obviously I love my eyes. I've got a little flex here. I've got fantastic vision. I don't want to publicly put it out there, otherwise ridiculous agencies are gonna be like, "Rrr, rrr, 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 come work for us." So I'm not gonna. Anyway, I absolutely take care of my eyes. Very good care. I've been a swimmer, soccer player, all kinds of stuff. Been in paintball and airsoft. Like I protect the crap out of my eyes. Um, hearing or not hearing, but yeah, hearing and breathing. That was different. Um, I came across a Reddit post that named two specific diseases that were caused by metal particles in your eyes and metal particles in your lungs. Scared the shit out of me. I mean, this was some like 40-year-old who was like his life just got cut in half. And I was like, okay, okay.
That's no bueno.
No, and that's a very, very specific item that you would come across in a sharpening thread and only in a sharpening thread.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, no thanks. Nope. I want to stick around for a long time and use the things I sharpen. So, all right, now we get to move on to the next grip. We're making a mess. And look, if you're just sharpening one knife or honing or stropping your one knife, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I will always say wear personal protective equipment. I will always say that and advocate for that.
But one isn't going to
Um,
be too bad, whereas a bunch is
exactly.
going to make a freaking cloud.
Yeah. And to be honest, I have when I'm doing that kind of sharpening stuff, I have a fan, a huge like shop fan over there. It's blowing. So there's almost always a steady stream of air going
Yeah.
that direction away from me. The garage door's open. This sounds like a vacuum cleaner in the next room, so I'm not bothering neighbors. So it's but for the
Yeah.
stream, I have the fan turned off, so
Yeah. So you can talk in here.
it's gonna get a little messy. However, when I go travel and like set up outside at markets and stuff and do mobile, there's no fan or anything. It's just like eye protection and a simple mask, and it was like easy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Fred the Lug, to answer your what's up, Rody? Fred the Lug, to answer your question. This is the Fentiso Cobra. Contoured aluminum, 14C 28 in. A very good button lock. This comes in just over $50. It's under 60. It's like $56 maybe. Very good button lock. Very good reverse flick. Horrible flipper tab. Flipper tab is way too low, and you have to really mean it to get it to flip out all the way. If you don't, there's no, it's just way too low against the pivot. So you don't build up any momentum before the blade pops out. So the flipper tab is horrible. The reverse flick is great. And the button, the spring tension is good. It's just the flipper tab placement sucks. Decent pocket clip. Really good in and out of pocket. Good ergos. Good jimping. Nice sharp blade. As long as you ignore the flipper tab, you're good. Your flipper tab is way too low. Like, you can make the flipper tab work. It's not satisfying though. Whereas the reverse flick is. I was sent 2 knives at the same time by the same viewer, and the other one is similar, and it's the Hiccup. And it's a button lock with a flipper tab and the opening hole with a removable thumb stud. And this one, the flipper tab is done right. Like, it fires every time. It's so this shows you how to do a flipper tab better. The other one is just not great.
Oh,
The Hiccup is, I would say, a more recommendable knife. Yeah, I hadn't checked out a Hiccup yet either. It was on my list because I love Kaisers and I love button locks. But the last time I was going to buy this on sale, I bought the Escort instead. But this is a very good button lock with multiple deployment. Also has a long row of usable jimping. Very, very good knife that I definitely could recommend.
I think that was a good time to mention that on Sundays, I am going to be, if you want to see this more regularly, I'm going to be doing this. So if anyone has knives they want to send, if they have random crap or you have things that want to be sharpened or go to Goodwill and find stuff. The live stream I had on Sunday was Goodwill sharpening. And I'm pretty much just
Nice.
gonna go out and find things. So this my best friend, Dragon Thorn Forge. Check
That
him out on
looks
Instagram.
cool.
This was an axe that was made for my best friend by his really good friend, and he had me sharpen it. So now this thing's like shaving sharp. But I sharpened this up on Sunday, and then I went to Goodwill and picked up this whole bin for $6.99 and sharpened up all these knives, including a butter knife. Um, yeah, there's
That's
a
just
really
something to
sharp butter knife
sharpen.
in there. So I might sharpen a spoon, find out what happens.
Brody asks
Um,
which belt you like best, but he's already said that he goes through all of them.
the belt I like the best though is definitely the honing belt, the 12,000 grit honing belt. Oh,
Because if you
it's
use it all the time, you don't have to use the others.
yeah, that I use it so much, as well as it's it's soft. It barely, I mean, you say something like 12,000 or 14,000 grit to anyone who does woodwork, and they're like, "What does that even feel like?" And you're like, smoother than leather. I don't know. Like, it's really smooth.
Oh, he meant which belt brand?
Oh, I've only used the Worksharp belts. I've done about 200 knives on these belts, and they're still going. They're still doing really well. So
Haven't
I
had to
have
replace them at all yet.
no, I will eventually. I mean,
Just not yet.
just not yet. I have an extra set in case I cut them. These things can't. I mean, they are. Yeah, I'm not afraid of cutting through one of these.
They're nice and sturdy.
Very. I've heard great things about other belts that I would like to try. I can't name the brands off the top of my head because I can't remember them. However, the Work Sharp belts have been fantastic, and I want to try Work Sharp. If you see this, I've reached out to you and I've asked, why would I need ceramic belts? Are they for ceramic knives? Are the belts themselves have ceramic like what are your ceramic belts? I want to know, and I want to know before I get them because I want to use them because they're kind of piss colored, to be honest. So I think they are ceramic.
Yeah.
However, what would I use them for? Like, what does it do that these belts can't do? Because it's sold separately and it's more expensive.
Rody said ceramic dust.
Right? Like,
Robo Stebo said, look for it on Etsy for attachments to raise the leveling platform up to the angle on the belt. Damn
Yep.
good $25 to
So
spend.
for the previous model, you can get an attachment, a 3D printed attachment that goes right here. And it takes this because this flat angle here, when you adjust your angles of sharpening, you're relative to this. So this is your, I'm now back at the angle I need to be. And then you take that angle, take it across the belt, and it lines up with, 20 degrees, 10 degrees, 15 and a half, whatever you want here. So for the original version, it didn't have anything that came close up here. So you'd always have to go like this. Except people came up with awesome innovative tables that essentially brought this platform right here. So you could now have your blade flat right here and just go to the belt like that. Genius.
Much easier.
Brilliant. So what they did with this one was because you have the flat grind here, can do flat grinds and stuff, as well as modifications. You can raise this guy. So
Yeah,
now
Robo said
there,
he didn't realize you had the new one.
so they did listen. They totally listened. And this is how they incorporated that design.
It's
However, I
always
did
nice when they
search.
listen to consumers.
Yeah. And so now, it's a lot. It just feels better because you're not, the less adjustment in your elbows and angles and stuff that you have to go through to get to the belt, the better. And so this is way more enjoyable than something like this. But on some tools, this is needed because sometimes I go from here to here and whatever's
Yeah.
comfortable.
Marco, what's up, homie? How you doing today? Hope you're doing all right.
What was I sharpening? That's right. Knives. There we go.
Man, this Hornet from 704 has a blade that's very similar to where'd my FG go? I just had my FG. Where is it? I just had that on.
And when you come across these hard steels, you know.
Where is it hiding?
These are actually individuals that I know here in the neighborhood, or some I've met previously. Plenty I've met. It just I make a post online, they text me or message me and say they have some knives needed sharpened.
Yeah,
So in my neighborhood, I offer pickup and drop. It's free pickup and drop off. So for $10, I can come to your house, pick this up, and then 30 minutes later drop it off with a better than factory edge. Boom, done. $10.
that's a damn good deal. No wonder you're
Yeah,
busy.
that no wonder I'm busy.
Ron
And then
Crow, what's up, homie?
in 6 months, I've kept track of who I've sharpened knives for and how many knives, so that way I
Yeah,
can keep track of when I need to replace belts. Um, that way in 6 months I'll just message them and be like, hey, it's been 6 months, half off, because it's going to take half the time to work
sure.
on them. So I'll be like, hey, you want me to sharpen your knives 50% off? Boom, done. So I enjoy it. It's fun. It's a hobby and it's something I'm able to provide people, and that's the fun part about it. That's
Yeah,
really fun.
and
Otherwise,
it's
I'm
a
just
it's
sitting
a
here.
it's an old school skill and trade that's been around as long as knives have.
That's right. Even before nine, I mean, sticks were
Yeah,
sharpened. I wonder if there was a village stick sharpener.
ATB2, what's going on, homie? Addicted to blades.
What's up, people? How's it going? I'm
Everybody,
not
if you
ignoring
would,
anyone.
do me a favor and stab that like button like you mean it. If you like the Civivi Vision FG and that blade shape, you're looking for a good D2 beater knife. This 704 Hornet with the crossbar has a smaller, it's 3.17 inch and it's shorter than the FG. But you've got a very similar blade style with a very, very strong crossbar for 30 bucks. Great, great gift knife for Christmas. Very, very strong crossbar, good ergos, and
That's the
you
way it
know,
should go.
just as good of a blade shape as the Vision FG.
I like what
And
Rhodey
just
said.
legit rock solid lockup. Either way, up and down, left or right. It is impressive for a $30 knife.
I really like what Rhodey said. And the interesting thing is I've actually seen knife shops have like multiple of these set up. They'll
Yeah,
actually have like 6 of them set up and they'll each have a different grit belt. So that way they don't have to switch and they'll just go from one to the next.
that would
Um,
make things quicker if you
way
had the money
quicker.
for a bunch of sharpeners.
Yeah, and certain shops use that, and I've seen a mix of old models and new models because the old models don't. They just keep going, and
They
so
don't
there's
die.
they don't take them out of rotation. They just keep them there, and right next to it's the new model. It's like boom. And if you can actually take um this off, in case anyone's wondering, you can actually remove this plastic here. It does have the angle guide, however, you can remove it if you
Freehand.
want it to be. I mean, if you just want to aesthetically have it open, I mean, it there's no function, like it doesn't remove functionality. However, I've seen people try and modify and come up with things, and I've taken this apart to learn about it, see how it's working. And the way the angle's set up is really cool. Like it's very simple. You can see the functioning parts of the machine, the spring and everything. Like it's very easy to service, replace parts if you should need to. Yeah, these things don't really die. That's been my experience, so that's why I went with a work sharp Ken Onion sharpener because I've seen the original ones everywhere, tons of them still in use, which meant this is probably a good safe bet, and it has been so far.
Hell yeah.
Oh, there's so many resources online to learn about sharpening and um, using this specific tool and the old. I mean, WorkSharp puts out some really good videos and content.
I need to use my work sharp precision adjust a lot more. I've got the take it easy blue. Thanks for hanging out, homie.
Thank you so
I've
much,
got
bro.
the original work sharp precision adjust, not the new elite version.
Mhm.
But I've used it a little bit. What's up, Rolf? Good morning. But I definitely need to use it some more, get more familiar with it.
There's some really
ATB2
cool
saying what
attachments.
up, what up?
There's some really cool attachments for the precision sharpener
I've seen
to
that.
allow bigger stones or wider like planting area. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, and then I've also seen that you can just, since I have that one, I can just buy the kit to upgrade it to the elite for the most
Exactly.
part.
Outdoors
So,
55 put out a good. He just recently put out a good video on
oh
using some
yeah,
sharpeners. Yeah, him and
who
who's
did
that?
you
Some
say?
outdoors.
Oh yeah, Outdoor 55.
And then
Yeah, he does a lot of sharpening.
check out, is it Ken and Ada's outdoor gear or something? Or I think
Cedric, Cedric and Ada.
yeah, Cedric and Ada. Yeah, the Australian great channel when it comes to sharpening. I mean, holy mother, I've learned so much from that dude.
Bassmaster says, where can he get the adapter for the KO belt sharpener?
I believe Amazon carries almost all Workstar products. I think
Yeah,
Amazon as well as sometimes they're even discounted more on Amazon than they are on the Worksharp site. So definitely shop Amazon or directly from Worksharp, like authorized retailers only, please, if you want the
TakCom.
service. And
Yeah,
yeah, make sure you, because it has warranties, it has protection, it has. I mean, the Worksharp team's been great. They really have been.
Tactical Rider 408. What it do? What it do? I just realized I need to get with Work Sharp and get an affiliate link.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet. I probably should. Hey, I only have one affiliate link,
For whom?
QFP.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah,
That's what
it's
I don't have yet.
many people don't, and so I was like, I got it.
Yeah, I've got quite a few links now. I had to put everything on beacons because Linktree shut me down, completely killed my account.
Yeah, I heard Linktree's been having some issues, and I've been
First
meaning to ask.
they went after me for TacKnives and TakCom, but then I got my final strike for North Mountain Blade. And that's my biggest link. Like I use my North Mountain link, or people use my North Mountain link more than any other. So I need people to be able to see that. So I switched everything to beacons, and I just got that done this weekend.
Beacons. I'm not familiar with that one. I
It's
was been
also
looking
called
around.
link in bio, but if you download beacons, it's beacons.ai. But if you
Okay,
download the beacons app, you can set up it's just like setting up Linktree, but it's actually a little easier to set up, it seems.
okay, cool. I need to do that. I should probably reach out to some individuals. At the same time, though, see,
Once you qualify for share a sale, it really helps get a bunch of affiliate links,
yeah,
and that's just having 1,000 followers on any platform. You're almost there.
the thing about share sale or getting affiliate links that once
Don't
again, this
discount.
is. No, it's not that. I don't want to saturate. What essentially, if I don't want to saturate the individuals watching with affiliate links to choose which ones to use. You've got one, Wells got one, everyone's got one. Do I need to jump in and get some, or to try and take a little bit of the pie away from you guys? I, I I'm here to support, and just so I would rather redirect towards other channels affiliate links, because I don't know.
I feel
Some
you.
someone's gonna probably my wife's probably gonna go, but you need to pay for all this somehow besides out of your own ass. And I'm like, yeah, I should probably figure out a way to do that. I'm doing it. I got so I don't know. I like the independence. I like this is my reviews. This is something I have for you guys. I'll look into the affiliate links. I probably should, to just help recoup costs, shipping costs.
The biggest
Eh,
reason I started looking into them was just to save folks money. I prefer the links, of course, to give a
Exactly.
discount.
Exactly.
But
And
so a lot of the share sale ones don't give a discount.
yeah, I don't.
But I figured if people are gonna shop there, if they want to use my share sale, then it'll give a little percentage back to the channel, and I'll put that into knives for reviews and giveaways.
Yeah, and because it's a great way for people to support the channel, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to find ways to do that,
And
and I
I wanna
think
only use that money that comes in from people supporting the channel for knives, for giveaways and
back into
reviews,
the
and for
channel.
shipping costs.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
not trying to make any money,
yeah, shipping costs is something I need
but
to.
shipping costs add up really quickly.
Yeah, that number's building up.
It's hard to do giveaways frequently.
Mm-hmm.
Robo
Um,
Stevo says his YouTube channel pays for itself. He doesn't do anything and it doesn't earn anything.
I
Downright copacetic.
like it. Um, Yeah, but I guess if you want to help the channel, send me some weird knives. Send to be sharpened. Go to Goodwill, buy a box of junk ass knives or whatever. Just I don't whatever. Find an axe. Find some random crap for me to sharpen, and I'll sharpen it
Find
on
a
Sunday.
halberd.
Find a halberd, and I can sharpen a halberd. Yes, yes. Like that kind of stuff. If
A
someone sends
trident.
me,
Trident would be
yeah,
dope.
that would be
What
really
up,
cool.
Stacy? How are you today?
I'm not going to charge to sharpen it. It's if it goes on the Sunday sharpening of just like it's Goodwill sharpening. The whole idea is that I'm sharpening things
Full fun.
that that's it. And if someone wants something sharpened, then go for it. I'm losing
Bando
track.
Pigs is just working on growing his channel. Yeah, it takes time, effort, and you got to enjoy it, I think.
Definitely. Just have fun. Have fun what you're doing.
If you're having fun with it, people are going to have more fun watching it.
That's it. It's going well. That bird's coming off. I can see the bird forming, but it's a lot less consistent across because now it's starting to like fly off as well.
That's that
Let's be
X50 Super
completely.
German.
Yeah, this is the Mercer. Mercer.
Hell yeah, Gareth.
Oh, so wicked, man.
Good. The bird's coming off nicely.
Yeah.
Very true, Stacy. If you're not having fun, it's not worth the time. When you see a review where somebody sounds miserable, it doesn't make it fun. I like knives. I like opening knives.
Okay.
I have fun with any new knife.
For the record, some of some of the intros of my videos are just I'm sitting there laughing my ass off after I post it and I've listened to it and then I watch it and all of a sudden I go, "Welcome to Tactical Llama AC. My name is Tom." I'm like, "What the?" Sometimes I'm just like, "What happened to your speech?" Like, did I don't know. Sometimes when I hit record, man, the thing's just weird. A wonky mental thing happen. I don't know. So if you ever wonder why I sound odd sometimes in my recordings, it's because I genuinely don't have any clue what I'm doing, um, and why I sound that way sometimes. I'm just trying to I don't know have
Daniel
fun. Yeah, I'm trying to
Evans,
have fun
what's
with it.
up
That's
and
it.
welcome. Nothing religious in the comments, please. I appreciate your nice message, but nothing religious, or I will have to boot you. Other than
What
that,
political?
please join the conversation. Welcome. But no religion, no politics. Yeah, watching your own videos, Rolf, you definitely do judge yourself. And you're like, man, I wonder if I sound as stupid to everybody else as I just did to myself. But oh well.
Exactly. I literally am laughing after the words. After I post them, I go to my wife. I'm like, "You need to listen to this," and she's reading. She looks up and listens. She's just she gives me that look like, what's the big deal? And I'm just like, never mind, never mind.
What
She
up,
thinks it's
Katie
fun.
K? Katie K's lurking at work. How you doing today, homie?
Yeah.
We got a celebrity in the chat. Katie K's been doing a bunch of dope shipwrecking lately.
Yeah, I would not hire him to navigate my boat. But I would hire him to make my boat look like it's been sitting at the bottom of the ocean for 30 years. That I would do.
Robo, and I say it unto thee, behold, for an elusive kinman appeared at the beard.
Instead of
No,
being
what's elusive is the kinman stickers. I think I'm going on four months of waiting on the KDK stickers. I hear they
even a thing?
exist.
I didn't know
I'm
that
gonna
was a
grab
thing.
another monster and let the puppers in. I'll be right back.
Does KDK have stickers? I didn't know that. I thought it was just a legend. I have no idea if I'm muted or what it sounds like on typing. Really. Goodness gracious, that is stupid sharp.
Good puppers.
Starting to make a couple pop off, but that's not sharp enough. There's still a burr on it. And that I'll go through in a removal phase. Right now, it's mostly just burr weakening.
I sent
Getting
it
that
on
finalized.
IG a couple of times, KDK, but I can give it to you again.
Stressing a couple times.
Gareth says that he can start a channel to make knives blunt so that you can sharpen them.
Please. Dude, if someone has a knife testing channel, send me your knives after you test them so I can sharpen them.
Man, could you imagine messing with
Or
some Joe
repair
X
them.
knives?
Goodness, Joe X. I'm not familiar with this Joe X.
Joe X is like I don't know if he's Russian or Ukrainian or some type of Eastern European, and like he tests knives most of the time to the breaking point. Like he beats the living crap out of knives to see how far they'll go before he can kill them. But not all of them die.
Oh, they beautiful.
Stacy said for a few weeks now she hasn't had the need for a new knife. Either nothing in her price range or it's the vitamins and supplements she started taking. Those are bad vitamins. If they're getting rid of your need for knives, I'd get rid of them vitamins. That's scary.
Yeah, something sketchy about that. Sounds like they're changing you.
It sounds like that sounds like some vitamins my wife would slip me.
Crazy sharp. I love it. This is so much fun when you like take something dull and make it insanely sharp. It's just so much fun to get this kind of.
That does look like it really cuts time down. Yeah, I really want that baby banter fixie bando. As you can see, like I said, I've been digging small fixies. This muskrat, I did not expect a slab of steel and 2 pieces of micarta to feel this good. It's just in the right places that it feels perfect in hand. It locks you in with that jimping. And this is a knife you could use quite a bit. I like this. I knew I would like the smolt. And I definitely want one of these for myself. But I like the muskrat even better. KDK's been checking out the Militov fixie. That's a fixie I'd love to check out. That's definitely quite a bit bigger than this guy. Most of these, the info on the one with the satin blade, this one right here. This is the Kaiser Muskrat. It's a D. Sharon design, and he did a great job on it. This is the micarta and 154 CM. They also offer it with D2, coated D2 and G10. There's a few different finishes that are Amazon exclusives. a black micarta, but this natural micarta you can find on the Kaiser website right now. It's going to be on like White Mountain Knives and those other retailers soon, but it is just a lock-in knife. It is 3 point. The blade length is 3.15 inches, but the overall length is only 6.1 inches. You're looking at 2.2 ounces, and it's 154 cm at 59 to 61 HRC, and it comes with a perfect sized sheath to go in a pocket, but the clip for it is a belt clip that does actually work very well. When I first saw it, I didn't know if I was going to like it, but it goes on the belt very well. I'm taking it off my belt now. But it comes with a taco sheath, very, very small. Very perfect for an ulti clip to drop in the pocket. But I have been using the included belt clip and carrying it right at my right hip. And perfect thumb ramp for push off. It comes with a lanyard in the box, so you can tie a lanyard on it, which I would. And just a very, very, like the curves, everything is perfect. It locks you in. You're not going to be able to slide up on that blade. The jimping is perfect, and the micarta swells right where you want it to, so that, God, it feels more comfortable in hand than it looks. Yes, they call it their Argyle pattern, is what you're seeing on those X's on that micarta, and it just feels right. It's also perfect for a pinch grip. As you can see, it just locks in perfectly for a pinch grip. The Muskrat, $59 in 154 cm or $49 in D2. Great little fixie. This isn't from the pass around, but I will be ordering my own. Yeah, worth grabbing. Either on Amazon or Kaiser. I don't have an affiliate link for Kaiser yet. I know KDK does. So use KDK's link to buy it. I'm going to get a Kaiser link soon, hopefully, but I would use KDK's Kaiser link so that he can get a little credit. But even though I don't have an affiliate link, I highly recommend this knife. My recommendations aren't to make me money, so I don't need an affiliate link to be able to tell you it's a great knife. Every knife he's hunting either isn't being made right now or sells out in 5 minutes. Like watching me for knife gift ideas. I appreciate that. I'm going to be doing specifically knife gift videos pretty soon in different price tiers. Each video will be different price tiers. And that way you can look for gifts for homies. You can recommend these videos to your wives and kids. But like this will be in the sub $30 video, the 704 Hornet. That'll be in my sub $30 gift video. But then I'll have different price tiers going up. Here is the Muskrat in size compared to the Kaiser Smolt. So even though the sharpened edge is very similar, the knife itself is a bit shorter because the handle is shorter, but it locks you in much better. Like I feel much less likely to move on this knife than I do on the Smolt. I would not feel comfortable jabbing or thrusting with the Smolt, nor would I feel comfortable turning it around in a beef jerky, Avenger, or Defender grip, because I feel like I would slide. Whereas this Muskrat, even though it's smaller, I'm not going anywhere on this knife. Agreed, Rody. I like to carry and use every knife that I get. Doesn't matter the price range. I want to use my knives. Now, if I'm carrying, say, my, expensive PM2, and I'm also carrying a $30 or $40 knife, and I'm about to cut through something that's going to leave a shit ton of gunk, or there might be staples or something, yeah, I'll reach for the cheaper knife. But the rest of the day, I'll probably be using whatever knife is closest to grab. So I still use my expensive knives. I just might choose a cheaper one for a dirtier task if I have it available. Yo, Asher. Asher Spiro crossbar.
Still breaking it in. It's brand new, so arrived yesterday. So I still got to
Nice.
break in that. But I really like how this G10 looks and feels. He this is the second, so it was like $72, I think.
And it
75.
looks probably perfect.
I have no idea what's wrong with it. I took the thing apart. I can't find out what's wrong with it. I don't know. The QC must be through the roof. Like maybe like I don't see any blemishing on the pivot or anything. Like maybe there was just a weird contrast in the metal. Maybe it wasn't like
Yeah,
I've tried, but it's centered, it's sharp. The grind on it is fantastic. I mean, and the attention to detail, which I have, this is the first G10 Asher knives. The grain direction of the G10 lines up on the
nice.
back here. Like it's so beautiful and seamless. Minimal hardware to take this thing apart. To switch the clip, so I mean minimal. One screw. All of them are the same.
That's awesome.
I don't know
And
what T it was,
it
but it's the
takes
same.
it takes effort to make G10 feel premium.
Oh,
Because
I had to double check.
We can get G10 on $20 knives.
Yeah, I had to double
But
check.
some G10 feels premium, like North Mountain Blade. This is a knife that when you feel it, care actually went in to this G10. Again, the way that they made sure to line up grain structures and such is noticeable on this knife. And when G10 feels premium, it actually does feel really nice.
It
And
does.
it's
I like
impressive
it.
to me when a company makes it feel premium.
I almost am at the point where I feel like it is so nice. I could, if I wanted to make a little more grippy, I could do that and
Still have it look good.
still have it look good and have the quality and like I don't know how, the steel blue, the color, it's just like a bluish gray. It's just
Yeah, it
such a
looks
good,
good.
and the way here, like it almost looks like a snake skin, the way the G10 grain is. Like it's really well done.
Very cool. Yeah, Rody, this
So good.
PM2 is rocking Cerberus made in the USA Ultim scales and a Lynch Northwest made in the Pacific Northwest deep carry titanium clip. This was a gift from my wife and daughter. And then it was my first knife that I ever bought Ultim for. And it made me a lover of Ultim. Gareth asks what we think of TakCom Knives. I think I got an exciting development here, folks. It's about to get mad up in here. What it do, Mad Yako? What it do?
Kel,
Thanks for joining us, my friend. And
yo,
Mad Yako can speak specifically to TakCom, Gareth.
I've liked this TKL Raider very much. Now they make them, I think, with jimping.
Nice.
Take a look.
All the TakCom knives look sick to me. Nick
It's
Martino, what it do, homie?
ADCRB2, real thick blade stock, if you can see that.
Yes.
You can punch one of these through a car door if you want to, and it's got nickel boron coating, so it's not even going to scratch if you do that.
Nice.
That's so cool.
Everybody is saying what's up to the madness.
Oh, what's up, everybody?
How's your day going, homie?
That's going all right. Got a little bit busy there for a second, but nothing I can't handle, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Busting out the toothpick now, I see.
Yeah. This is what I bought from Fook.
That is a nice buoy.
Yeah. That's Kudeman. JBK1.
Nice.
It says it's made out of molybdenum vanadium steel. Who knows what that means? That's in almost every steel.
Yeah, yeah, it is. But what's up, Alex Kerber? Welcome. That is a really cool looking buoy.
Yes, definitely. We got Stacy Gareth, Nick Martino, Rolf Robertson, Alex, Kathleen Smith. All of my friends are here.
Yay, yay. Just kicking it with the homies today.
Nice.
Was talking fixed blades a little bit earlier, so I got a bunch of them out. Been having fun with these geysers. I really love this little muskrat.
I got a few fixed blades.
Yeah, yeah, you've been show. I love, man. The Pop Tart video cracked me
Yeah.
up.
That was good.
That one had to do pretty well.
It didn't do that great, but you know what? It doesn't matter how well they do as long as some people see them,
That
because
was
that's
so much fun.
Yeah, as long as it's fun.
yeah.
Yes, Gareth, go ahead and share a link. No
Do
worries,
that,
homie.
Angel. I'm gonna like brutally attack a baked potato with this one of these days.
Nice. That's a cool looking knife. What is that one?
It's a Steel Will Dark Angel. It's
I
N69,
like it.
made in Italy. Pretty sought after. I got it for really cheap. I got it for $60. Somebody offered me like 140 for it.
Yeah.
I can't. It's the first fixed blade I bought when I started doing all this.
Well, then, yeah, you got to keep it.
I justify every knife though. Just wait.
Oh,
That's my
that's
problem. I mean,
the
that's not
reason
my
that I
problem.
love
That's my
mine is
feature.
because every one of them has a story or a reason or something.
Yep.
And that's what makes it so hard for me to part with any knife.
If I ever go on
Trades,
hunt,
sales, it's hard because my knives have a story.
yeah,
Or they've claimed me, or they've already claimed me, and then I can't get rid of them.
that's happened to me a time or two, and like I have a trouble. Like even if I hadn't heard you say that, like if you cut yourself with a knife, isn't it kind of weird to sell it to someone? It's kind of
I
gross.
think so. It's kind of your knife now.
Yeah, it's unsanitary.
I cut myself, unfortunately. It was a gnarly cut with the Warncliffe Banter, the all black one.
Yeah.
I had the full size one and then I had the mini, and I would use them. I would take them out as pairs on jobs because they fucking are insane. Well, I sliced my thumb open pretty bad with the full size one, and my friend really wanted one of those banters. So for his birthday, I asked him, I was like, I gave him an option of what he wanted, and he said he wanted that banter I had. So I sharpened it up and I sent it to him. Dude, after within 30 minutes of him getting it, he cut himself. I think some knives are just out to get us, no matter who you are.
Thank you, brown sugar.
Like some of them are
reminds
just
me-
brutal.
Llama, that reminds me of that that Johnny Cash song. Just changed it a little bit. I cut myself
Yep.
Today.
Today.
Yeah,
Pretty
Johnny
much.
Cash redoing a Nine Inch Nails song. Never
Oh my
expected to
God.
love it like I did.
Everybody loves. Well,
Johnny
cool
did it. Well, I mean, Johnny does great, but I didn't expect Johnny to do a Nine Inch Nails song better than Trent Reznor.
it's hard to imagine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hard to imagine if he didn't do it.
Yeah, definitely wasn't something that I would have picked as a Johnny Cash song, and then he goes and kills it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick Martino was sharpening a knife he won from bees and accidentally dropped it into his kneecap. Yeah, one of the
That was,
gnarliest ones was Toe Cutter, my little pocket monster, this little blade. that I dropped onto my big toe, and it went right through my shoe and socket into my the meat of my big toe, right in front of my nail. That took a bit of super glue, but toe cutter can now never leave my collection. Toe cutter was also the name of the biker boss in Mad Max. And Fook helped me name this one Toe Cutter. And yeah, it can never leave now.
I dropped my Lander 3 when I was taking a photo of it. Actually, you guys can you probably find the photo of the Lander 3 with a llama on Instagram somewhere. Or no, not the llama, the axolotl. Yeah, yeah. So the Lander is in front of the axolotl. The moment I hit the moment I hit the photo button to take the picture, I mean, half a frame later, that knife fell and actually landed blade down on the concrete. And I'm just like, huh, that was unfortunate. I go to pick it up. There's a cut in the concrete where,
Nice.
Granted, there was a little flat section on my blade, but
you sharpened it out.
Oh yeah, I was like, blade 1, concrete 0. I'm taking this win. Like, yes.
Yeah,
S35 VN, I think, is the Lander 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
I go through a lot of Band-Aids, but more super glue. The one that got me, the two that got me the most lately, I was picking a splinter out of my daughter's hand the other night with the smalt, and I put it back onto my belt, and I thought I was sitting down, and I thought I pushed it in until the click, but I hadn't pushed it all the way in. And she asked me to. She said that she found another splinter, and so I went to grab the sheath, and I was going to slide my hand down the sheath and then pull the knife out, but the knife was already loose, and so when I had it like this, it just pulled right through my finger. And that one got me pretty good right here. But the other day, I was wiping down the fingerprints off of the French fraud jack to take pictures of it for Warning Wednesday. And I went to close it, and I still had the cloth in my hand, and it turned in my hand as it closed and snapped shut right on my finger.
Oh, no.
That guy got me pretty decently.
Yeah,
I had a feeling I'd eventually get myself with this slip joint, but yeah, it got me pretty good.
I was gonna say, look at this. Like, you see, like, right where that Kydex meets with the blade?
Yes.
First day I got this, I went to slide it back in, had my finger there, slid it right across the Didn't bleed, but claimed me.
This one right here, the Damn Design Spin Rare, it doesn't have that positive click, but it holds great. I haven't been able to shake it out, but it has that exposed part right there at the bottom. And that got me the first day I had it going in and out of the sheath, that spot right there at the bottom.
Glad I'm not the only one. I mean.
So I know exactly what you mean, homie. I did it with the fin rare. That's such a wicked, wicked knife. I love this fin rare. Wicked warny. Mama means so warny.
Oh, speaking of warnies, I ordered a tactile chupacabra.
Ooh, dropping them dollars, homie, getting the baller vision.
It was a $250 knife I got for $165 shipped.
Oh, great deal, homie.
We'll see how it turns out.
Secondary? Was that Blade Binge?
No, it was Knives on the Secondary on Instagram.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I want to check out a chupacabra. I mean, the whole spine whacking thing, I don't do.
I'm not going to do that either.
And I love my vision. Love my vision. I like this 704 Hornet a lot. It's a crossbar, a little bit smaller than the Vision.
What's that made of?
D2. D2 with G10, and their lockup on both of their crossbars. These are the same handle, but different blade shapes. They use very strong Omega springs, and they have their lockup, multiple contacts. There's zero movement, side to side or front to back. You've got the stop pin here and your crossbar here, and it locks up great. And they're starting to break in to where they really close really well now. $30.
Those.
$30.
I think I could dye the scales too, because that green isn't that dark.
No, it's not. You could dye those scales a darker color, and yeah, red. You can make like a really darkish, bloodish red with it, even. But
like I did with my head.
They're very sharp out of the box. D2 with very even edges. A better sharpening choil on the sheep's foot than the Tonto, but both have a decent sharpening choil. The ergos on the handles are great, and it's a very, very strong Omega springs on their crossbar. Great detent feel. And you can tell these are not going to wear out on you. They're going to break in a little bit. This one I've carried a little more, and it's already breaking in smoother. But they're still very strong springs, and both of those are $29.99.
I love the reverse Tonto. I don't see any point in most blades without that just slight curved edge. That's like the only edge I like.
It's one of my favorites, and they did a very good job. The blade itself is slightly shorter and narrower than the Vision FG.
Probably thinner blade stock too, right?
Actually, about the exact same, 120 thousandths.
All right.
But a nice slicey grind on that D2.
Yeah, D2's nice toothy steel.
Yes. And for $29.99 for good G10 and D2, like you can tell that it's a little, they save some money by not skeletonizing the liners, but it's not heavy. So for $30, I think they did a pretty damn good job.
I guess 3.5 ounces. What do you think?
Right about 3.5, in between 3.5 and 4.
Right on.
So yeah, not bad at all. A little more than the ounce to inch, but not bad.
I keep checking my local Walmart. I've checked them every day for the last 3 days, and I'm thinking tomorrow will be the day for that new Ozark Trail.
The new white grail?
Mm-hmm.
Later, Mud. Have a good one. Yeah, Mud checked our Walmart today. It's supposed to be like $5. I want to check one out.
Yeah. Well, if it's $5, I'm going to buy all of them and give the rest away.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one that you could dye the scales on too.
And I'll probably have scales.
White FRN. Why not make one custom?
I'll make them all Mad Yako editions with the front of them being gray and the back being red.
That'd be really cool.
They'll all be that way, and I'll give them all away. Like, you don't get a choice. You have to have the scarlet and gray one. OH. Speaking of Malibus, if anybody wants a Malibu, Knifeworks has new Malibus in stock. $270 for a red textured reverse Tonto Malibu.
Damn.
They're gonna
have to let the dogs out real quick.
They're only going up in price after that, because once they sell out, they're gone. And speaking of gone, what I found yesterday on White Mountain Knives is gone.
What was that?
Mini Psyop.
Oh,
that was in stock.
It was in stock. I ordered it yesterday.
Oh, crazy! Nice, well done. I love mine. I absolutely.
Do you have a 10% White Mountain code, Mad Yako?
I used Rob's because he was.
Hell yes, as long as you used one.
Huh?
I said as long as you used one.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I got it for like $125.
Damn.
Worth it.
Definitely worth it.
I could probably resell it immediately for 150.
Yeah, but once you start using, well, I don't use it then. The moment you start using it, you're gonna like it.
That's what I've been told.
I love mine. I considered selling it, but I found I asked I looked at. I'm actually gonna either give away or sell my County Comm Vosteed Nightshade.
Really?
I would rather give that away than sell my mini psyop. Oh hell yes! It, yeah,
Well, now I have to use it.
I thought about it. I was like, well, there's a lot of people that are really looking for the mini psyop. I've enjoyed it. It's LMAX steel. It's gonna sell really well because it's gonna hold up its value and everything, like for ages. And then I thought about it. I was like, but I don't use my mini nightshade, and I do use my mini psyop. And I was like, nope. I'd give away that mini nightshade in a heartbeat and
I
keep that
can
psyop.
live without my mini nightshade.
That mini psyop is, and it's so good. At 1:30 in the morning when that purple psyop released, it was in my cart. I almost bought it.
The full size one, or
The
is
full
there
size
any?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna drop a link for you, Bando.
it was just the mini's just so good. And then I thought about it and I realized that you could buy the full size one more regularly than the mini, which told me that there's a reason the mini's not available anywhere.
Mhm.
And yeah, it just confirmed that I'm
It's
glad
my
I
favorite
picked it up.
kind of knife.
So cool. The size is perfect. It looks awesome. Like the compound grinds, the lines. It is so badass. I
I
fucking
gotta
love
check
it.
one out.
Alright.
Bando's picks. I just dropped a link for Mad Yako's Hanks. That's his Etsy store. I've got two badass Mad Yako Hanks right here, and he makes the nicest hanks, man. The material that he uses inside is the best microfiber I have found for my glasses and for my knives. And I've used the hell out of this one. And this is my newest one. And this one will end up looking and getting as soft as this one because this one's been in the pocket a lot.
Now the first one, or the new one that you got, that's made out of a different material, but it's a lightweight material. It's rayon.
Yeah,
But
I got to get a black light flashlight to
That's
show off the
great
colors.
sword.
it is vintage. It's from the 70s, and yes, it glows under a black light. The greens glow under a black light.
That's cool.
If you want a really good UV flashlight, the Olight Mini Seeker 4 is really good. In fact, you can go online, check out Olight's own blog on their UV lights, and they will show you example photos of their lights side by side, and then they'll even explain why the Mini Seeker 4 has a much wider, brighter spread of the 395 nanometer UV is just the way it's designed.
Yeah.
So check that out because for the specs and numbers, you'd be like, oh, the Arcfeld is the most powerful. Reflections, baby. Reflections.
The one that I might check out first is the one that 704 Tactical just posted the other day. It's a flat light with UV and a flashlight and a COB light for $13.
What'd you say that was called? Seeker 4?
Yeah, the Mini.
Seeker
4
Seeker 4 Mini.
Mini. I love that.
I'd love to get
It is
that
my
light, but
dedicated
I'm not going to
UV
drop
light.
$90 right this moment.
No, it's no, the Seeker 4 Minis, was it like 60?
Is it? I thought it was one of the $90 like range ones.
No,
Because I was
the
off.
Seekers, but the Mini was, maybe it's in the 70s
Okay.
range. I gotta check.
I wanted to get Mark's new knives, but after buying that Chupacabra, I'm a little strapped.
Yeah, $79.99. So they'll go down to sometimes $60 on Olight during sales.
Gotcha.
I do have coupons.
Black Friday.
So yeah, Black Friday's coming up. If you need some coupons, first of all, go check out one of my videos. Use the Olight link in that video to register, unless the EDC with DBD or Mariaco has one. You'll
I
get
don't.
20% off coupon. Okay, register, dude. You'll get an immediate 20% off coupon and free shipping, and you'll get a free light. And then every month, you'll get a coupon for a free i3E, like EOS, the mini one. All you gotta do is pay $5 shipping, and you
Oh,
get
yeah, I'm already a member because I've got the
yeah.
I've
So
got the
if you
I
need a
I get
coupon,
the
let me know.
i3T every month normally.
If you need a coupon, let me know. I think I've got some
Yeah,
$10
yeah,
off
yeah.
coupons or
Black
something I can send
Friday
you.
is such a great time to shop Olight.
Hmm. It really is.
And that's when I will.
A
Until
couple
then,
years ago, man, I dropped maybe I don't even think it was $200 and ended up with over a dozen Olights for gifts
Yep.
because of their buy one get ones and all the stuff they had going on for Black Friday.
And the wheel of deals, even you can get the free lights and gear and stuff.
Yeah. I need to remember to check on every month and get my free i3T so I can start adding those to giveaways because I've already
Yep.
got a few for myself.
That's exactly what I'm collecting them for. I have plenty to use for myself. So I figured, why not provide them to individuals who want them. And there are some individuals out there that maybe didn't get a chance to get one during a sale and they really want to lighten their collection. Hey man, feel free to ask and reach out, because if I have something to complete that collection for you, it's not that big of a deal, in my opinion, for me to hold on to something if it's gonna be that piece de resistance of your collection to complete it. Get your Steam achievement points, whatever you got, whatever you do, get all your items.
Rhodey says that for Protex, he's got the Malibu and Mordax, the Rockeye, and the Godfather. Nice.
wow.
Dude, that sounds awesome.
I don't have any Protex. I would love to have a Malibu and a Mordax personally. The Godson and the Rockeye and just the ultimate SBR. That one really, I really wanted.
All right. Well, these things are all shaving hair, so
Get one.
these things were shaving hair before this is I'm using half micron stropping emulsion, so it's like 50,000 grit essentially.
Yeah. Yeah. Where are you getting your grit from?
So this one,
or your
this
emulsion, I
one,
should say.
this emulsion I want to try it out was just from DMT. It was the most widely available. It was on Amazon, $26.99. I was like, okay, let's start with. It had a ton of great reviews. Did a review checker on it. Minimal reviews were bots or spam accounts, so it met the threshold, in my opinion, for there were enough individuals using it. So far it's working great. The next one I'm gonna go to is stroppy stuff, and then try something from there. There's been a couple on Reddit, that a couple individuals on there that make
Yeah.
stropping emulsions, but
Nick
yeah, definitely
Martino,
gonna try
that's
it.
why I asked. Lacey from EDC and Lace, she
Yes,
makes a stropping emulsion.
I've seen hers as well. She's after stroppy stuff. She's the next one.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, I want to try them all out because why
Yeah,
not?
I know Neves prefers Lacey's and stroppy stuff.
I'm definitely gonna get like a full board from Lacey after I get a little
That's
bit
what
more
I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does like those. I'm gonna get because stroppy stuff does the sample set of different grits, or not grits, but micron sizes, and
Yeah.
I think Lacey does as well. So that's why I want to try it. But this
Yeah,
so
I'd
far
like to
has been
get it
doing great.
a sample set from her and then just a couple of strops to and I think hers like stroppy stuff are color coded.
Yep.
So it's
Yeah,
easy to keep them apart.
this one's been doing well. I mean, it's a lot. I like it. I like it more. I've completely taped off this side. I like it way more than any rough
She's not here,
side
Stacy. We're
case.
just talking about Lacey because we're recommending her Hertz drop emulsion. What is up, brand new American?
Yeah.
B&A chillin'.
Heard great things about her stropping emulsion. I want to check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit Lacey up here probably in the next week or so. I'm waiting on. You know, I shipped Jimmy Crow a camera for him to record some stuff because I'm not
I
Yeah.
gonna
thought
be
you were
able.
gonna say modify.
Well, no, no, to record his modifications with. I don't know. It arrived pretty damaged, so
Did it?
I'm cashing in on the insurance from them.
That sucks.
It's a $140
That's a
camera.
bummer. That sucks. Yeah.
The package was crunched.
Was it?
Yeah, and that's only from one state to the next. So it's like
Yeah, you're not very far.
you can't. Well, I mean, I'm like probably 5 hours away from Jimmy, but you can't honestly think like you can't trust the USPS these days.
No, not at all. Not at all. You see so many videos online of them just walking up and throwing port packages or kicking them to the door.
Like it's a good thing our knives are okay, but like electronics.
Yeah, I've had some knives show up that the boxes had me even worried about the knives.
Yeah.
But luckily they were okay.
Yeah, I guess my philosophy is the knife is probably going to be okay.
Yeah. I'm not worried about the knife box.
Right. Especially if I bought it new or something. If I bought it new and the box is destroyed, I'll probably just hit up whoever I bought it from.
Yeah.
You know, and buying new, you know, those companies have insurance
Yeah.
Oh yes.
for that sort of thing.
So you're losing out by not contacting them in the end because they're not.
No, they're not losing anything. They're going to pay a monthly fee anyway.
Yeah. So it is. I do recommend if you ever receive a knife that is not up to your standards, return it. Reach out to the manufacturer, do things and return it because don't take the loss for the. And I say this speaking primarily for big box companies, meaning
Yeah.
Spyderco, Benchmade, things like that. You're paying a price for something, and it should meet a standard. And they have Q&A, and things make it through the cracks. It happens. So with your feedback, they can improve the process. Hopefully.
Yeah.
So a
But-
couple of months ago, I reached out to Petrified Fish and asked them if they would collaborate. And they sent me this flavorist. And I got hooked up with an affiliate code and a discount, or an affiliate code with them. And so I reached out again this month about further collaboration. And they hit me up yesterday and they said that my account doesn't meet the current threshold that they're looking at for viewers for sending out free product. But
that was the first thing they told me.
But they're going to shoot me a 30% coupon that's not just for me, for a creator, but my viewers can use it too.
That's cool.
So I'm going to have a 30% off Petrified Fish coupon here soon.
Nice.
I asked questions about it. I don't know yet. I asked how many times people will be able to use it, how
Right.
long it's going to be active. I'll know that stuff hopefully soon. But I at least thought that was cool. They were like, we really appreciate your commitment. And, we know you reach out a lot and you do create videos with that. So we want to at least give you a 30% off coupon code for right now. And they said, keep talking to them. I thought that was really cool. That was nicer than a no or a fuck off.
Honestly, that's nicer
that's
than
what I got though. DBD, they treated you all right. They did not treat me all right.
they. It's way nicer than ghosting. God, that's the absolute worst. Just I would rather get a no or thanks, no thanks, anything.
Yeah,
than
I
just
prefer to get a no.
Yeah.
Than to get ghosted. I do get ghosted as well, but And when
It
they
happens.
when they say no, I still thank them for replying to me, and I tell them that I'll continue to reach out in the future. And now I have somebody to talk to.
Hunter
But
asked,
yeah, the first time I reached out to them, I was surprised that, they ghosted me for about 2 weeks. And then they reached out and asked if I would be interested in checking out a flavorist. And I said,
I don't,
absolutely.
I don't meet
So,
anyone's criteria.
so they sent the flavorist when I had like 250 or 300 viewers. And so I figured now that, I've got over 150,000 views. I'm at 1K on TikTok, almost 1K on YouTube, that they would send another knife. But I'm happy with being able to offer people 30% off. I'd
Yeah.
rather be able to give my viewers 30% off than get one more free knife.
I don't think Spyderco is going to want anything to do with me.
I was a car salesman for quite a while, DBD. Or DBD, I'm DBD. BNA. That's what I was trying to say. Yes, I was a car salesman, BNA. So it does help that I know how to talk to folks.
Yeah, there is.
But
There is
a lot of it is, just going in
taking the
humble.
chance, saying something. Yeah, being honest and humble.
It also, I'm sure, helps that I can include disabled veteran in my description. Not that
I
I
wasn't gonna
want
say it.
sympathy, not that I want anything for it, but I'm sure that it helps with some. We lost Matt Yako.
You do. It does help because you are part of a community. You are actually part of that community, and
Yeah, so
I did.
I'm sure it helps a little to be able to say I'm a
Well,
disabled veteran.
and it helps in the way of just getting, like I said, being part. You are an avenue into another community, and
Yes.
it's not, like you said, not one for sympathy, and I never want it to sound like that. However, you are part of a community that is an exclusive community at that, to be honest. And it should be taken care of as well as recognized. I wholeheartedly believe that. And
I
to give
always
people the
appreciate it when it
opportunity,
is, because that of course isn't why I did it, but
yeah, it's
I
no,
also
you're
love that at my local weed stores I can get 20% off or 25% off because I served.
yeah. And look, and it's up to you to tell them if you served or not. Should you want to take advantage of it, that's up to you.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't fault you for that, DVD. I appreciate your service, definitely, and I think you should be recognized for it.
I appreciate that, gentlemen.
yeah, I believe if individuals, I think they should have the opportunity, should they want to recognize that, those communities and support those that are part of those communities, including DVD. And that's honestly, I'm very happy to say that I support him, and I think every father-in-law I've had is in service. So
Every father-in-law.
yeah, I'm on my second one. All right.
What it do, Weldon Carey? What it do?
There's Weldon Carey.
How you doing, homie?
I was just telling Weldon Carey the other day that I haven't been reaching out to companies. I
Likewise,
just
yeah.
don't need to. I don't really need to. So, why bother them at this point?
I haven't reached out as much as I did in the beginning, but now I actually have some companies that I have relationships with. But I do still try to send out, if I find a new knife company, I do still send out my message to them, because I like these new young companies that are willing to work with younger channels. Like HX Outdoors is one that I just found, just because I saw one post on Instagram and I looked at their knives and they had some cool knives. So I reached out to them. They sent me the Hound. It is now my most viewed long form video at over 2,300 views.
Nice.
And they said next month they're going to send me another knife. They just changed my discount code from 5% to 10% yesterday.
I'll be right back.
But so I do still reach out when I find companies. I like finding companies that I haven't heard of before.
been trying to get Shanzu. I've been talking to them for a while, but they haven't been super receptive. But then there's
Gotcha.
companies like people that you have hooked me up with, like North Mountain, who said they're going to send me more stuff.
Yeah, she's so cool.
Hytron says that they are not going to send me more stuff, which disappoints me because I got a lot of views on my Hytron video. But
You did, and you were one of the first ones to show them because you got your knives even before I did.
and
You were one of the first people showing them off.
originally they told me they were going to send me the Spectre, and then they
Yes.
said never mind, they're going to do they're going to do basically giveaways. But then I've seen Fabster got one. Nothing against Fabster, you know, we love Fab, and he makes way better quality content than I do. But it's like they're lying to me.
Yeah. They said that they're sending me a Spectre, but they got shady for a little while. We'll see if I get the Spectre. But,
And
you know, it kind of ticks me off that we helped them. We helped their explosion. Nobody had heard of Hytron. And then in 2 months, everybody saw Hytron all over their feeds. And it was all small channels.
But
It was you, it was TJ, it was Weld, it was Blade Walker, it was myself. Small channels. And they got a lot of sales off of them. And to ignore us now is not very cool.
Like I was trying to get them to make one of my knives, and basically they just kind of like they looked at all of my designs and then never gave me any, like, never even commented on. Like he would comment on that he liked them, but he would never. He said, "We're going to take this and show it to our designer," and then never tell me the result.
And now you're gonna have to watch their designs like a hawk.
Huh?
I said, now you're gonna have to watch their designs like a hawk and make sure you don't get ripped off.
Well, that's kind of what I'm saying. Like with the Spectre looks a lot like what I designed, but I feel like there's enough differences that it doesn't bother me.
Yes. And the Spectre, the handle is so close to the HK01.
Yeah.
That you can see where they were going with it.
Yep. And I think that's why they didn't go with my first design that Kansept went with, because Kansept went with it, and you know they're working on it.
Yes, that's their loss, homie.
I think that Hytron already had the Spectre with the button lock already in the process, and they were like, "Okay, that looks too much like the Spectre."
Yeah, yeah, I want to get my hands on the Spectre. I do want to check it out. I love button locks, but I am leery about Hytron at the moment because it seems like they're about to shit on the folks that helped them get where they are.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying that any of us are important. But,
no, they need
but
me.
without us, they wouldn't have got the exposure that they got.
Yeah.
And they sold a lot of knives off of our recommendations.
I know North Mountain's happy with the amount of views because I've gotten...
North Mountain loves me.
I've gotten like 5,000 views total on my North Mountain content.
So, I get a lot of views on North Mountain. They partnered with me on my 1K TikTok giveaway, which was dope. I think they're going to partner with me on my YouTube 1K. As soon as the Ultim gets in, they're sending me the Ultim. And they said that if they get to the point where because right now they have very few of those claws or the chop 3s or those new blades that they've been showing at the shows. They said that they have only got a few of those, but so they're not really pushing them. But when they get to where they're selling them, they're going to send me samples because they want me to create content because they like our content. It sells knives. We lost Yako again. He'll be back.
He'll be back.
My North Mountain link in the first 4 days of this video being up did $2,300 in sales.
Damn.
People like North Mountain. And so
Oh.
North Mountain, I'm sure, I know that they're going to be sending me more stuff. And that's really what I want. If they'll send me one knife and then let me make content. If you like my content, then you can continue sending me stuff. If you don't like my content, cool. We don't have to work together no more. But set like 704 Tactical, you know, he has 2 million followers. When I reached out to him, he was a little leery at first, but he sent me this knife, the Trailblazer, and I made my review on it and uploaded my review. After I uploaded my review, he asked if he could call me. And he said, hey, I liked your review. I liked your style and format. I already told the factory to send the Fang and the Hornet your way. So that's what I like to see. MPG, what's up? How are you today, MPG? Daddy-O, what's going on? Have an interview. Hell yeah, good luck at your interview. Stab that like button for some good luck. Hey, Weld, I shot you a link if you want to jump on.
Ooh.
I hear you, Yako. Yeah, if they don't like it, they don't have to work with me. Just give me a chance.
You hear Yako? I don't hear Yako.
Having some connection issues, Yako? MPG's gonna make some banana nut bread. That sounds good.
Got caught in there. That was crazy.
How's your boy doing today, MPG? Nice and sassy today? Matt Yako is going to, for the rest of the time he's with us, he'll be in the chat. He's having connection issues. Stacy's also about to make some bread. What kind of bread you making, Stacy? Man, now you ladies is getting me hungry. Brown sugar gonna hit him with. I'm about to make some biscuits and gravy and really get me drooling.
There we go.
Mike's Knives, what's going on? Good to see you, homie. She making some regular bread, some peasant bread, nice.
Well, that's it.
Oh, MPG can definitely come on the live if she wants. MPG's always welcome.
Of course, I'm not going live. There we go. Yeah, that's. I gotta reach out to these people and get their knives delivered back to them.
Nice.
And these lawnmower blades. So, yeah. Once again, like I said, if anyone wants to, Sundays I just go perusing, looking around, different locations, looking for blades and things to sharpen. So, if anyone finds anything and wants to send it my way, just feel free to contact me. If you have issues with shipping, let me know. But that'll be fun. That'll be really enjoyable.
Sounds good, homie. That'd be dope.
Yeah. So good every Sunday, Goodwill sharpening.
Hell yeah.
We'll do
That'll be
that.
fun.
So, thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for coming, homie. I always appreciate you joining.
Yeah. I'll same time next Tuesday?
Yeah, probably. Well, definitely. I'll be here next Tuesday, so absolutely.
Sounds good. Well, thank you, everyone. Check out all the cool channels. Everyone in the chat, Matt Yako, EDCwithDBD.
MPG,
I guess-
Weldon Carry, Mike's Knives, Aries EDC, Mr. Eddie. We got a bunch of awesome channels in this live.
There you go. Please post your channel links and shameless self promotion. Say hi to the Tactical Llama video if you feel like it.
Yay,
I
yay.
appreciate it. Thank you,
Hey, have
everyone.
a good
and,
one, homie.
You too. Peace out, man.
Always fun when he joins. Take it easy, Brown Sugar, if you're taking off. Sounds like you had a fun morning, MPG. Sounds like he woke up already on a sugar high. I got to make this video soon. The Rocks on Flex. I keep getting knives and putting this off. And I've got a bunch of stuff to set this Rocks on Flex up. I got to make that video. It's going to be fun. So not ready for this day. See, now that my kids is grown, Tuesday is one of my favorite days because I know I get to get on in the morning and come hang out with all y'all. But one of my kids is in the Army and the other one's a senior in high school, so it's a little easier for me. Ordered the Flex Companion. Yes, I'm supposed to get the Flex Companion soon. Sent. I was so originally I had a great Zoom call with Roxanne a couple of months ago, and my rep, she was awesome, Rosa. She was sending me the I have this set, the Phantom set with the swappable blade styles. And she was supposed to send me the Flex pliers and the prototype for the Flex Companion so I could help them find any issues. And my rep left and they went through some changes and they sent this out, but they no longer sent the Flex Companion prototype for me to check out. So I did not get to check the prototype. Ed Durbin, Edyards. And I was supposed to be one of the first channels to get to show the Companion after this awesome call. But I have to wait now until after the pre-order, and then they're going to send me one to check out. So I'll still get to make the videos on the Flex Companion, but I need to get the pliers done so that maybe I can get that Flex Companion a little sooner. Yeah, definitely easier, and I understand that, MPG, and he doesn't know not to run in front of the camera. He sees the camera going, he wants pictures. Yeah, I keep my own face out of it. So, like when I was joined by the Deadly Daughter, I definitely kept her face out of it. I understand completely. Nobody should know what our kiddos look like. The internet can be too creepy of a place. We have an awesome community, but that doesn't mean other folks ain't gonna see it. Where you at? Right there. Where is the monkey paw? Is it not in the grill box? I was gonna put out the oh, there it is, right in front of me. Yeah, everyone knows what Weld looks like, all muscle and 7 feet tall. I sent you a link if you feel like joining, Weld. That's up to you. Take it easy, Mike. Thanks for hanging out, homie. Yeah, you can kick ass, but no child predators needed. I agree. I agree. This as Mr. Eddie, I mean not Mr. Eddie, as Loser calls this the monkey paw bug out, just because I've never liked it. The bug, Roger that, homie. That bug out with the unlocked composites, carbon fiber scales, and Lynch Northwest deep carry clip is available for trade. If anybody wants a badass bug out, I'm interested in trading that one. I'm just personally not a bug out person. Too thin and too small for my hands. So instead of keeping a knife I'm not going to carry, I know this is a grail for a lot of folks. Knife Nut, what it do? What it do? Yes, I got this one in trade from Chris Warris. This was one of my grails. Was a Manix 2 lightweight in either M4 or the Rex 45, one of those. And Chris Warris had this one brand new in box, so we made a trade. And I got the Manix I really, really want. And now I can do all the stuff I want to do to it. Like the aluminum scales from Original Goat, a tritium ball cage, a Lynch Northwest deep carry clip, all of that. I can't wait to do that to this knife. But until then, I do kind of like the mint color. That's very cool. Very cool, MPG. This thing is so sharp and slicey. I love this M4 blade. I've carried this pretty much daily since I got it from Chris. And I use it quite a bit. I thought that the Manix was a bit smaller than the PM2. I didn't realize it was almost every bit as big as the PM2. But I like the ergos of the Manix better. And so I carry the Manix more. It is a full-size bug out, Rolf. That's a 535. I have the original Crater Blue FDE scale still, of course, and the original black clip. But this was the Crater Blue with the FDE blade. And then those are contoured, unlocked composites, carbon fiber scales, and the Lynch Northwest deep carry titanium FDE clip to match the blade. I still have the factory parts, but that's what she is right now. Yeah, I really want either AWT or Original Goat scales. I think AWT I could probably get quicker. So you had the lightweight MPG and you put the AWT scales on your lightweight? Yeah, I love the color scheme and the looks of this, Rolf. It's just the bug out is not for me. I like Spider Coats better. I like the Hogue Deca better. I'm just not a bug out person. It's too thin in my hand. And since it's such a nice knife, instead of beating it up while it's still brand new, I'm going to trade it. Yeah, the ergonomics on this beat the PM2. Both are very slicey. I kind of like this blade a little bit more. And I really want to upgrade this like I have my PM2. I love these Ultim scales, but I haven't seen anybody that makes Ultim for the lightweight, only for the G10 Manix with liners. So that's why I'll probably go aluminum. But I'll get a Lynch Northwest deep carry clip for it, of course. Gotta have my Lynch. AWT is only 107 with a new clip added. Ooh. AWT does make some decent clips. I've just been such a Lynch Northwest fan because they're about 2.5 hours from my house. And so I like to support somebody this close. So I've got, I think, 7 Lynch clips now. One of them will be going away when I trade away my bug out. But I haven't tried AWT or the MXG scales or MXG clips for Spyderco. I just haven't tried them yet because I have such a good relationship with Lynch Northwest. I mean, I have Lynch on my Deca. I have Lynch on both of my 80-20.5s. I have Lynch on my native, my little native. So I'm a big fan of Lynch and like to support them. $7 extra is that's a pretty damn good price. What did Knife Nut say? Speaking of PM2s, you got a Grail version out for delivery. Nice. Is it the Warney or the Tonto, or is it a steel that you're interested in? Because the Warney and the Tonto are both very high on my Grail list. I love Lynch Northwest, though. Yeah, I got to know which one it is. If you like Ultim, Rip's Garage Tech makes amazing Ultim scales, and they're all 40% off. And these are twice as thick as the stock FRN, and so feel so much better in hand. It made this one of my most comfortable knives to hold. No more of those sharp edges. These Rip Garage Tech scales are amazing. And they come with the backspacer on a lot of their models. And they're all 40% off. They have black Ultim as well for some knives, like the Lil Native. I'm still thinking about getting Ultim from them for this Lil Native. I love their yellow Ultim, but it might be my first ever black Ultim knife. We shall see. But I would love to throw some Ultim on this guy. I have watched the movie Sound of Freedom. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, MPG. You know, I have a daughter who is a senior in high school. She's 5'7", about 110, 120 pounds, all legs, blonde and gorgeous. So there's a lot that I worry about. And she tried getting a little ticked at me when I first created my review channels. And she's like, oh, for so many years, you won't let me create YouTube videos, but now you're going to? And I said, yes, because I'm a grown ass man and you're a beautiful child and you're still not going to be creating YouTube videos and putting your face out there. She gets it now, but I completely understand where you're coming from. Not at the moment, MPG. She had this. My daughter stays so busy with all of her different extra. Yeah, exactly, Knife Nut. Exactly. With all of her extracurriculars, she stays very busy. She needs to get into some more self-defense, but she definitely carries blades and a titanium Sharpie and pepper spray everywhere she goes, even to school. I make her carry a knife and a Sharpie so that she can protect herself even at school. And I tell her, if she ever got in trouble for it, I will be down at the school in a heartbeat. But no, it's not too late. 100% not too late. And she just truly hasn't had the time to take it on. with all of this. She has kept herself, this girl, she was orchestra for 7 years. She's been in RO forever, ROTC, and she's on every team. She has multiple jobs. She raises a lamb every year. She coaches. Referees youth soccer and volleyball. Plus, she does track, and she's on the shooting team with ROTC. Like, this girl stays busy, but she's an excellent shot and carries sharp and stabby things. See, Gareth, that's one of the reasons I don't ever want my daughter to leave this country. Ooh, I would be very interested, Rolf. I love Devo. Are you on IG? If you're on Instagram, shoot me a picture of it, homie. Gareth, that is some scary shit. My daughter, I tell her I don't care where senior trips are. She's not traveling out of country while she's a youth, period. And just carries black belts and rage. My daughter is the perfect target. Tiger Claw, what it do? Being so friendly and nice and gorgeous. And D10 Diva, that must be Lefty. And so she won't be traveling out of country until she's older. That kind of stuff that you're talking about in SA, that's the kind of stuff I worry about, Gareth. Bad enough here, but she is way too nice and trusting to allow her to go to foreign countries. Tiger Claw is one of Darkwater's boys. One of my homies. My Thug 2 that was on my Tonto Tuesday video this morning from my boy Tiger Claw. My first Christensen Knife Works design. And I love this little beefy boy. This little chode boy. B&A, was I right? Was Lefty the D10 Diva? Oh, yes. Well, that's no fun, Tiger Claw, but how did your black belt test go this weekend? I know you lost your great grandma. My condolences for that, homie. But how did your black belt test go? Yeah, that's no bueno, Gareth. I hear you, MPG. Like I said, it's bad enough here. Awesome, Tiger Claw. Congrats, my friend. Congrats. Got a little black belt in our midst. How old are you, homeboy? Yeah, they've done all those 13. Yeah, they've done all those he's 11. Hell yeah. Welcome, Darkwater. I hope the funeral run all right. Again, my condolences on your grandma, but I'm so proud of Tiger Claw. My daughter with her looks and such, when they would do the local casting calls for like Nickelodeon and Disney shows, she always wanted to go to them, MPG. And I always told her, absolutely not. Like, I'm sorry. I know you're gorgeous. I know you'd love it, but absolutely not. And then we watched that expose on Netflix about Nick and Disney with her. last month. And now she understood. She understood why we were so she thought overprotective. But she understands now. Like there is a reason. A reason we are so careful with you. This is not the world that I grew up in. How's it going today, Darkwater? We had Llama on here sharpening for a while. And then Yako was with us, but his internet connection kept messing with him. Just got a message from Mark Parks. He is shooting me a Kunwu compadre to check out. And yeah, Oprah's bad too. Diddy. Yeah, you can't trust Hollywood. And the Golden Design Works caliber for me to review. I'm so looking forward to those. The Golden Design Works caliber and the Kunwu compadre. That's going to be sick. I never expected viewers to send stuff in to me to review when I started this channel, or even like Jake Anderson sending in knives for me to review and give away. But even review and return is such a cool thing that I never expected, and I appreciate that people trust me like that. Hollywood has so many more predators that that's one of the reasons they are so. I don't want to get political, but one of the reasons Hollywood is so in the bag for one singular party is because of how many perverts and predators there are. That's as much as I'm going to say politically. Otherwise, I'm breaking my own rule. Kunwu looks like they've had so many knives that I've wanted to check out. They've just been, whenever they have them, they're normally out of my price range. But yes, there's a reason Hollywood is in the bag for one party, and that's because they don't want all the perversion to come out. Yeah, I know it's even worse down there as far as kidnappings and such for you guys, Gareth. Yeah, Holly weird for sure. I grew up in Northern California in the East Bay area, and I don't even like to go back to visit anymore. I avoid California like the plague. Yeah, it should have been diddly. Man, I can't wait until they start naming names from the Diddy parties. You don't think he'll name names to save his ass some time? You're wrong. He's going to name some names. Gotcha, brown sugar. Yeah, this is not places I like to be. Growing up, I used to love to ride BART into the city and go to Frisco. And now, shit, you can't pay me to go to San Francisco. It's going to suck if Kevin Hart is one of them. I've liked Kevin Hart, but you can't really like people when those names come out. You know, I have been a pretty big Kevin Hart fan. But if it turns out he was abusing folks in those Diddy parties, then you won't be able to support him any longer. Because you can't, you will never convince me that everybody they had in those parties was of age. He was the pivot. Yeah. I didn't even see if Knife Nut said which BM2 was coming in. I'm going back. Yeah, I don't see that you. Which PM2 do you have coming in, Knife Nut? If I missed it, my bad. But I just went back and I didn't see it. Rihanna, the singer, the reason why she didn't sing anymore is because of Diddy. The monster. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Top nobles use kids for rituals, money, and power. Yeah, it's the people that it's, you know, we don't have nobles here, but we have celebrities and politicians that are treated like that and that act like that and they get away with too much because they're famous and connected. So while America will say it doesn't have royals, our celebrities are just as bad. And are definitely protected by law enforcement. So very similar to the situation with your nobles. To get this man an Ultim Surge Rook. Man, that would be like hitting the lottery and like I don't know, that'd be like getting the Willy Wonka golden ticket, all of that rolled into one. That's good, MPG. That Ultim Rook. Oh, talk about dream knife. That goes beyond Grail. It's been fun getting back into slip joint life. I hadn't had a slip joint for so many years. And now I've got these two. And I'm really enjoying it. Really liking slippies. I like to carry one on me with my other knives. I definitely need to get some more. But this bag sheet foot is so dope because it's a full-size knife. So easy to use. That's one of the reasons I've always loved Ultim, Nick. I like seeing the inside. That would be dope, MPG. That would be dope. I love seeing the mechanics inside of my knife. I like seeing the Omega spring move. I like, you know, I think it's really cool to be able to see everything that you see through the knife with Ultim. And that's one of the things, one of the reasons I like it. You know, Gareth, I had slip joints growing up, of course, and backlocks and all of that traditional style stuff. But I had a box of that stolen when I was in the military. And from then on, I only collected like tactical style knives. And so I had a lot of Gerbers and Smith and Wessons and stuff like that that were, you know, all steel 440 tactical black knives. And that was what I carried for a long time. And then a few years ago, when I started watching YouTube, and a couple of years ago when I got into knife YouTube, is when I started looking to carry decent knives again. And I still didn't want slip joints. I wanted locking knives, especially finger safe locks. But I saw so many slippies that they started looking good to me. And my first one came from TJ. Titanium Justin sent this to me. And then Rosecraft sent me the French Broad Jack. And I have really enjoyed carrying these, pulling them out to open up some package, putting them away. It's been fun getting back into Slippy. Yes, a traditional sword takes a lot of hours and work. I would love to check out some Jack Wolf knives. I've checked one out in hand, the Midnight Jack, and I really, really liked it. The Feel Good is one I want so badly. But the prices on the Jack Wolf knives are what held me back. The new Hawk Knives Talon, that's pretty sick. Darkwater, you got your shark pup. Hopefully mine will be here today. I would love for my shark pup to show up. That would be sick. And I've been very happy. It's been fun carrying these. And I like to have one on me each day just because. And I plan on getting definitely some more Rosecrafts. Beg is supposed to be sending me something. They really liked my reviews, so Beg is going to be sending me some stuff. Their budget line is not budget friendly. These are both about the same materials. This one is steel 14C steel G10. This one is D2 steel and black sandalwood. These are both under $60. There's no reason for me to pay $200 for 14C and steel. Blade Bench is where I would get any Jack Wolf that I got for sure. But later, Darkwater, have a good one, homie. But yeah, 14C and steel for $200 is tough for me to palate when I can go on to Blade Binge and probably get an S90V Jack Wolf for $220 to $240. So you get all of the stuff, the better steel, the better handles, and about the same price. Because you don't get the POG, you don't get all that stuff with the Steel series. Yeah, you don't even get the slip. The Notorious EDC Kingpin is one that one and some of the Pinas are straight up dream knives for me. The Pina Raptor and Apaches. Oh, talk about giving me the feels. I would prefer like, you know, like the locking pinas, the bolster locks that look like a traditional, but they have the old school, or they have the bolster lock. Same with the locking Jack Wolves. I would rather have a locking Jack Wolf with that bolster lock so you still have the traditional look, but the bolster lock. But I really do like the slippies as well. The Kingpin is that Kingpin with the bolster lock is one I really would love to check out. And the Pena Raptor and Apache. Use my Mad Yako and get all these fingerprints off. Mad Yako Hanks are the best for your knives and for your glasses. You cannot beat Mad Yako Hanks. That material he uses is amazing. Yeah, his Hanks are legit. I love my Yakos. I can't wait to get a black light flashlight and show this one off. Gotta show it off with that black light. What it do, Dwayne Letterman? What it do? Yeah, the Gunslinger is the one that the Gunslinger and the After Hours are the two that I really like. The Gunslinger because it was the first locking, and the After Hours because I prefer the blade shape. Those are two that I would love to have because his locking knives are a little more exciting to me. I just replied to a couple of messages real quick. All right. I don't know if Rolf is still here. If you're still here, Rolf, do you have Instagram? Yeah, I really, really wanted to get one of his locking knives off of Blade Binge. That's his locking knives, any one of them. But the After Hours is the one that excites me the most. But any of his locking knives, I wouldn't really care. The blade shape would be a dream knife for me. I'm not saying he doesn't make absolutely gorgeous knives. I just haven't been able to afford them. And this is such a fun knife to fidget with. If they hadn't had done such a bad job on the flipper tab, this would be so easy to recommend. Yeah, you can make the flipper tab work if you really try, but it's not satisfying. Not like that reverse flick is. The all black kingpin? Yeah, the all black kingpin is sexy. That's the one you're talking about. I would love to see all the Jack Wolves. There isn't a Jack Wolf knife that I would turn down, obviously. There hasn't been one that I've said, oh, I wouldn't want that. They just, and he gets the money. They're not priced wrong. They're just priced out of my reach. You can't even say that he's pricing them wrong or they wouldn't sell out. Though I am really interested to see how the Steel Series sells at $200. Not secondary, not on Blade Binge after people check them out, but how well they sell at 200 new. Without all the stuff that the main knives get. Yeah. Yeah, this is exactly how you don't make a flipper. It's definitely too low to that pivot. If you're not Neil Mack. Yeah, that makes it very hard to keep up with when he does them so frequently. Even if I could afford them, I couldn't afford all of them. That's for sure. How are you today, Neil Mac? Hope you're doing well. Stab that like button like you mean it. I'm gonna have to get with G-Ball and figure out which streaming program he changed to, because he was using StreamYard, but he just changed to another one, because I'm getting close to hitting my StreamYard streaming limit on the free. And I don't remember which one he just switched to that he's liking better than StreamYard. But I'm gonna have to check it out for sure. I don't like that StreamYard. I can see how many people are currently watching, but I cannot see total views or likes on StreamYard. I'm gonna let the doggos in the house. I'll be right back. What? Wiggle, please. Here goes. Here goes. Daddy's gonna record now. Leave me alone, puppers. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, they do limit you to 20 hours a month on StreamYard if you're streaming for free. You got to pay like $40 a month on StreamYard to do more than 20 hours. And mine doesn't reset until November 9th, and I'm at like 17 hours right now. So I know G-Ball just switched to a new streaming platform that he likes better. There's more access to like sounds and stuff like that for free. And so I got to get with him and figure out which one it was. I don't think it's OBS. I know there are some folks that use OBS, but I hear that one's a little more complicated. And the one that he switched to is pretty easy. I haven't tried OBS. I know a couple people that use it. I know a couple people that tried it, and just it was kind of a pain for them. I tried Streamlab to begin with, and I did not like Streamlab. Yeah, I know it's not OBS. I just can't remember what it is. Well, you can do it on YouTube, but StreamYard, it allows you to bring more people in than YouTube does, Gareth. Typically on Tuesdays, I don't run it through StreamYard because I run it a vertical to bring in more people. But today I ran it through StreamYard because I was bringing other folks on. And it's so much easier to bring other folks on with StreamYard because you can make the decision after the fact. Whereas with YouTube, you have to pick who's going to join you when you create the stream. I can invite anybody at any time to join me on StreamYard. I could send you a link right now and you could go live with me. So it's much easier than using YouTube alone. And YouTube is just it's fine if you're doing your own stream, just yourself. But I like to be able to say, click a comment and put the comment up like that with StreamYard. And there's just more that you can do on here. Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, see, I've never added a second person on YouTube. I've only done YouTube straight when I'm doing it by myself. And I'll only run it that way for a vertical. I don't like running a horizontal through YouTube. StreamYard has been very easy to use. But I would have to upgrade and pay $40 a month really to keep doing like I'm doing. And the one that the G-Ball switched to, the free is better, and the paid version is like half the price of StreamYard. Yeah, I love verticals for gaining extra subs. When I go alone on Tuesdays, that's the way I like to do it, is a vertical, bring in new folks. But I'm not looking to spend $40 a month just to keep streaming. And so I'm going to figure out what it is he's using and give that a try. Barbie Chambers, what's going on, homegirl? Man, I've been lucky. Got all the ladies popping through today. We've had MPG, Kathleen Smith, Stacy, Brown Sugar, now Barbie. Yay, yay. All we're missing is Lacey. Oh, and Twisted Sis. Love me some Twisted Sis. Hope you're living well today, Barbie. Go lay down, dog. You want it in. No, you want it in. What, do you guys want to say hi? Do you want to say hi? Yeah? What? Are you bowing? Yeah. What's up, buddy? Yes, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. Wiggles. Wiggles. What, Wiggle Butt? Come here, Wiggle Butt. Yes, pretty girl. Oh, did your brother push you out of the way, Wiggle Butt? Did Saint get jealous? Yes, Saint got jealous. Yes, he did. Huh, Wiggle Butts? What pretty girl? What pretty girl? Oh, yes, that's my pretty girl. That's my pretty girl. Yeah, vertical is definitely hard to read comments. I get that. The biggest thing about verticals is it brings in new folks that otherwise I wouldn't have found, like Brown Sugar. Brown Sugar had never watched. Awesome. I'll check it out, Rolf. They love pets. Brown Sugar had never watched knife content. And Weldon Carey and I were doing a joint vertical. And she popped onto that. And now she's follows everybody. And Two Beagles and a Chow Mix. Yay, yay. Now Brown Sugar follows everybody. And that's just one example, but she's an awesome part of our knife community now. And that's why I like to run the verticals, even though they're a pain for people to read the chat and to click links. It does help us grow our community with awesome folks. Yeah, those are some pretty spoiled puppers. I can't live without doggers. Let's see. Do I have to find you, Rolf? Search Rolf Robertson. Are you Rolf _Rolf Robertson? No, because I don't see those knives posted. I don't see that you sent them to me, homie. Oh, it's under requests. There we go. That's why I couldn't find it. I just found you. Accept. Primary. Now let's take a look at these. Oh, and now it tells me to use the app to look at them. Okay, yeah, I see you now. I'll take a look at them. After awesome, Bando. Congrats. I'll take a look at those pics after the stream, Rolf, because it wants me to look at them on my phone. And my phone is in use. Yeah, we got a lot of folks that came from the stacker community, Brown Sugar. You were one of the first, but I know Weld has a lot of followers from the stacker community, and quite a few have joined me now, or followed me now, I should say. I didn't realize the coin and stacking community was so big on YouTube. You want back out? Why do you even come inside, dog? That's your Robert. Are you together? Is that what you mean by your Robert? Stacking is the coin collectors, coin and silver, silver and gold collectors. They it's stacking because it's stacking coins, I guess is why they call it that. But it's the coin collecting community. Hey, that's better than having a radio face and a newspaper voice, right, Bando? That's your Barbie? Awesome. I did not know that. Very cool. It's kind of obvious when mine pops on because she pops on as Mrs. Deadly. Yeah, that's that my voice is after 4 spine surgeries, and after the last one, my vocal flap has been paralyzed permanently. And so I couldn't actually talk at all for the first few months after surgery. And it has taken years to build my voice up to what it is right now. She's up for trade like all tactical knives. Yeah, it took me a while to actually commit to starting the channel because it was so hard to talk at first. But I'm so glad I did it now. Yeah, I don't recommend spine surgeries if you can avoid them. Not the most fun. It is good exercise. It's my lives have gotten longer than they were in the beginning because I couldn't talk as long in the beginning. My throat will still be dead for the rest of the day today once I'm done, but it has helped extend my endurance a bit when it comes to speaking. That's for sure. And flicking knives is also great exercise for nerve damaged hands. Keeps the fingies moving. Told the wife need the knives to keep my hands moving. It's, you know, it's only about therapy, of course. It does. It does, ouchie. When at first, like any talking at all killed my throat. But when I do these streams now on Garrett's, take it easy, Neil Mac. Thanks for hanging out. On Garrett's recommendation, I rock ice and apple juice during my stream, and it does help my throat longer. But yeah, I probably won't record anything with my voice the rest of the day after a live. I might do shorts that I do music over or something like that on the day of a live. But after the live stream's over, I don't record anything with my voice. Yeah, I have apple juice every stream now. On top of my Monster and my water. My throat has to stay moist, so I drink constantly. And if I'm not chewing gum, I can't talk. If I'm not chewing gum, it only takes a minute before not a minute, but it takes about 15 minutes or so. But before I can't talk if I'm not chewing gum. You said that one time before, marshmallows. That's interesting. I've never heard that, but we'll have to check that out now. But this community has really helped get my mentals back on track after the surgeries. Because when you're sitting at home all day and your spouse is working and, you know, trying to provide and being productive, and your kids at school or whatever, you're home all day, it's very easy to spiral. And there were definitely times being home alone all day that I considered taking that final motorcycle ride and finding the EDC community on YouTube. First, it gave me something to watch to fill my time. And then I started on my personal account, started following a lot of them and actually joining live streams, like mainly G-Balls lives first. And when I started talking with the community and realized what an awesome community this is, that really started helping the mentals. But deciding to start my own channel and giving me something productive to do every day, something to try to get better at every day and learn new things every day has been huge. And the support that I get from this community has really, really turned my mentals around 180 for sure. I look forward to my weekly lives. I love getting on here and chatting with you guys. I like creating content and looking to see, you know, okay, how'd they interact with that one? Do they like that one? I like trying to get better at what I'm doing. And it's all because of the support that I get from you guys that makes me want to keep doing it. I love knives. And so it's easy to want to play with knives. But to be able to get on and talk about them and actually have people want to watch has been pretty awesome. And this community is so amazing for mental health help. Like, this is such a supportive community. Nobody has to know. You don't have to bring up that you're having a bad day. You can just get on and chat with people and you're going to feel better. And so it is always worth it to me to talk my voice, talk my throat raw, because of, you know, how positive it is for my mentals. This thing, $50 for this version. And I have loved carrying this in my right front pocket as a, you know, as a front pocket fixie. This has been very fun to carry and use. And this, I mean, you can see the marks on the blade. I've been using this quite a bit. This blade shape is so useful. Cutting down on a flat surface is great. Just a fantastic usable blade shape. And it's so easy to put back in the sheath, even when the sheath is in my pocket, because as soon as you feel that, you can get it in. I didn't think I would like a pocket fixie because I love folding knives, but I've been carrying fixed blades a lot more this last couple of months. Normally appendix carry with the handle right in front of my belt buckle, but this one had the clip for the pocket built, you know, from the factory. And so I decided to try it like that, and I have loved it. You can dye these scales; they're white. This, you can only get the rose gold blade right now with the white scales, but the white would be so easy to dye OD green if you wanted, because they're white. You could take it to any color, and then you'd have it with that rose gold blade. So far, the PVD coating is doing very well. But I've used this a lot. And as chunky as the handle is, this is a great pocket dropper. The sheath is perfect for it. And this clip, I didn't think it would, but when it's in my pocket, it holds to my pocket so that I can draw. As long as I just give the slightest push off with my thumb on that ramp, it comes out easy every time. I could definitely recommend the Kansept Corvid S. $49. I hear you, Ouchie. I have to take so many medications already. With the nerve damage I have, I don't function without medications. And I'm always looking for natural remedies to feel better. But this is a fantastic pocket fixie. I had the fixies all out earlier, but another one that I am loving is this muskrat. I don't have an affiliate link, but I still recommend picking this up. I say use Kinman's link and grab this from Kaiser, but this is a killer little knife that I will be getting one for myself. The micarta is exactly in the right spots to feel good. Yeah, California law sucks. This is a great sheath. This pocket, I mean, this belt clip that comes on it works so much better than I thought it would. I wear a tactical belt. This clips on very easy, and then on your belt, it is open carry, and it's less than, I think it's 6.1 inches. So this should be California legal on your belt because you can see it, but it's still small. In California, if you've got this hidden, it's considered a concealed weapon, and you need a concealed weapons permit. Same as a pistol. You have to have this visible if you're going to carry it. Blue states have stupid knife laws. Not getting political. I'm just saying blue states have bad knife laws. Ah. Oh, if that's the case, then the muskrat wouldn't work because it's 3.15 inches. So it's just over the 3-inch California limit. That would be like this one, Bando. The pocket clip makes this much stick out of your pocket. So it is visible sticking out of my pocket. In Washington, I'm in a blue state as well. And Gareth, I can open carry as much as I want here without a permit. But concealed, of course, requires a permit where I am. I typically carry dropped in my. I carry a 357 nail gun revolver in my right front pocket normally. That's what we'll call it. A 357 nail gun. Left in 87 and never looked back. Yeah, California used to be a beautiful state, Rolf. I cannot take it anymore. That's a loaded question, Tactical Rider. Because I have knives that are sentimental for different reasons. These were bought for me from my daughter last year. After she sold her first lamb, she bought these for me for Christmas. That was $250. It was a BOGO. Buy one, get one. You bought the Tonto, got the shark foot free. So because she bought these with her own money, these mean a lot to me. Knives that I bought for myself. This might be my favorite knife that I bought myself. The new breed EDC Clydesdale, because not only my favorite knife builds, but it's one of my favorite knife makers and favorite people. So this might be my favorite one that I've bought myself. I don't know what would be my favorite one that has been sent into the channel by a company, but this one means a lot to me because I bought this right before I started my channel to be the limited edition knife to launch my channel. So different knives I have different favorites. That's hard for me. I get to pick an actual favorite because so many mean something to me. What up, Gons? How you doing, homie? We're talking about how hard it is to pick a favorite knife. Yeah, this is a killer Vosteed. I love the mini Nightshade in Ultim. They only made 500 of these, and you can still pick one up. And I have its big brother that just released this month in Oldham from Comm. Only 500 of these as well, and these are still available. And they come with a Meritech Back to Basics flashlight for $90 or less if you use code EDCwithDBD. Only 500 of them made. This one's number 72, and it came with the green flashlight. And this one came with the gray flashlight. This is number 477. So these are a couple. This one I paid for. This one Comm sent to me because they like my videos so much. Carry Northern Knife Works dart every day to work. Small batch magnetic blade. Nice. Nice. Is it Gonza's birthday or is this another joke? Yes. You know, another knife that means a lot to me. The first knife I ever won from G-Ball, the first knife I ever won from a channel. I won this Artisan Ahab from G-Ball. The next month, I won a really cool Trivisa from him, but I gave that to the Deadly Daughter's boyfriend so that he would start carrying a better knife. But this one won't go anywhere because this is the first one I won. And got that from G-Ball. So, yeah, different knives all have different reasons I can't get rid of them. Yes, good flashlights. I carry the gray one is currently clipped to my pants. I don't go anywhere without my Meritech Back to Basics flashlight. And fantastic knife and flashlight for a great price. I highly recommend these from Comm. And code EDCwithDBD saves you 10%. I need to get the other ADs. His birthday is once upon a time. Yeah, I need to get the other ADs. I only have 20s right now. I have two AD 20s, the Sharkfoot and the 3V Tonto. But I do have a Shark Cub currently on the way. Clip point in the smoked Oldham. That should be here any day. And I need an 8010 and an 8015. Oh, you want to see my ready for action? Absolutely. This is a fantastic knife. And I got number 1620, the military times for 420. But I haven't done the video on this yet, but these videos glow, or these scales glow very bright. And you're looking at a wedge of D2 that you can beat on if you need to. And it's still, whoop, even as thick as it is, it's still decently slicey. And it is a thick boy. So, I mean, it's got some beef behind the edge. It is a full flat grind, but this is a knife this is apocalypse level. You can count on this knife, put it through some stuff, and still resharpen it and keep going. It's got a good sharpening choil. Great jimping here. Thick, beefy jimping. The big jimps. Big jimping. And then big jimps under here. So you really lock in. Yeah, I like the glow diffuser caps a lot. Not only for the glow, but sometimes I like using the diffused light more than the direct light. So this is a highly recommendable knife, Nick, and you can save 10% with code DBD. You do get a little lanyard with a titanium bead that you can put on if you want. I like a little lanyard on my fixies, so I threw it on there. But this is a knife that I have no doubt I could put through anything that came up. Like if I didn't have a hatchet, I could beat this knife through some wood and not worry about it. Great tech lock with the lock on, and it does lock closed, but great adjustable tech lock. So you've got a great clip, a very good sheath. This is a winner. 1620. Faux 20. There we go. 1620. Yeah, this is a knife that goes with my backpack, and when I leave the house, this goes with me because I know I can put this through anything if I had to. Yeah, if I got been a few birthdays. Yeah, this is the glow caps. I agree, Nick. The glow cap, the diffusers are great. But yeah, I have no worries about being able to put this blade through stuff I would not want to do to other knives. I would appreciate that if you did use my link, of course, but that's up to you. EDC with DVD will save you 10%. And they do have the Ultim one on sale now. The Ultim one, I got to talk them into sending me next. But this glow one, oh, I dig it. And it glows so bright. I got to get some glowing pictures of this soon. It looks good. And like I said, it's made to take a beating. But it's still slicey. I really like the glowing Chernobyl ant. I would love to have one of those Chernobyl ants that glowed with the scales that they had. That would be a cool knife. But I do love the glow scales on this. And there'll be a review on it soon. Fantastic knife. I've got nothing bad. I've got nothing bad to say about this. Plenty of handle, I have extra large glove size hands, and you could have triple XL and still fit on this, but it's comfortable to lock in. So comfortable to lock in. I saw that it was just a big slab, and I was like, yeah, I'm probably not going to care for it too much, but I'd like to see it and show it off. And then I got it and I like it. I like it. I appreciate that, Nick. But fantastic sheath. I'm glad they did a taco so it's not all big and chunky on your belt. Yes. I'm going to get some pictures with this on the glow mat with my glow dice and duck, my Comm glow pin. I like the glow in the dark Blade HQ mat for pictures in the dark. I just started doing some of those. And I think I'm going to do a few more of the glow in the dark thumbnails. I like them. Yeah, but I've been very happy so far with everything I've got from Comm. When I asked them for the glow knife to show it off, they didn't hesitate, and they sent me the D2 React tie as well, number 423 of 500. This thing has an insanely deep hollow grind, titanium liners, like full titanium liners, and nice micarta. Perfect fifth pocket knife. And so much to grab onto. This one is D2. So is the React. So is the R4A. Yes, you got to be able to take off the scales to clean them. Oh, I think I might be going robo for a second. There we go. But yeah, this little guy is D2 with a freaking deep hollow grind. So even though It's kind of a chunky blade with a very short grind. It is very, very slicey with that hollow. And it's great for cutting down on anything. That thin hollow goes through anything. When I saw they were sending this, I was like, okay, why? I didn't ask for that, but it's a knife. I'll show it off. I got it and I understood. I love carrying this in my fifth pocket. I'm going to throw a little lanyard on it just to make it easier to pull out. Yes, I have some of their titanium. I carry my pills in my pocket, in my EDC, my Viperade pouch, my TakCom patch, with my TakCom pill holder. And the reason I love this TakCom pill holder compared to my last one is if I'm ever stuck anywhere, I can take that off and now I have a compass. So it's about the same size as my last pill holder, but it adds a compass. So that's on me constantly. I have to have my meds with me. Hell yeah, Barbie. Thanks for hanging out, homegirl. TakCom is one of my favorite stores for EDC gear. Faux show. They have so much Ultim gear that I want. They just dropped that new Ultim triangle pill holder that looks really cool. Do you guys have crazy knife laws over there, Gareth? Do you have weird laws on what you can and can't carry in NSA? And are you in one of the big oh, you have the same titanium pill holder? Yeah, it's a great capsule. Are you near one of the bigger cities in SA, Gareth? I've seen Exotac. I've seen a lot of their stuff. I need to reach out to them and see if they want to work together. I've supported TakCom so much because they worked with me right when I started my channel. I had like 100 followers and I had bought this knife and was linking them constantly. And they were one of the very first companies to give me actually, I think they were the first company to give me an affiliate link when I had like 100 followers. I got a TakCom affiliate link and code. And so I try to support them as much as I can. Yeah, I'd really like to see them do more exclusives with other knife companies. I think that would be awesome. Get some more exclusive Vosteeds or anybody in. I mean, I don't mind their Meritech stuff at all, but it would be really cool to see more exclusives from other companies. You're in Durban? Okay. I don't know that I've heard of that. I know Llama has one of these too. I think he has the glow in the dark. No, he has the orange one. He has the orange one. They made a glow in the dark one of these too, but that thing sold out fast. That would be sick, Nick. You know I love damn designs. Got the Oni XL. I've got one of his early ones. not a first run, but early run with Kubi. The Invictus was my first damn design. I love my Mad Tonto. And now I've got the Damn Designs Finrir Fixie and all of their kitchen knives. I have all three of the Damn Designs kitchen knives, and I loved them, or love them. So yes, I'd be very interested in checking them out. Damn Designs was one of the first of the smaller designers that I found when I started watching knife content. And I bought this one from a Love Them Knives sale before he started his website. And ever since then, I have loved their ergos. They make some of my favorite ergos. It feels like they were made for me. No, the only sheepdog I have or that I have checked out is my mini button lock, which is right here. I love this guy. I'd love to check out the crossbar locking regular size, and I've never seen it. I've never checked out an XL. Ooh, I bet that is sexy, Nick. Yeah, Damn Designs is one of my all-time favorite designers. I've been chatting with him a lot right now. He's traveling India at the moment, almost back to Portugal. I didn't know he lived in Portugal. I'd love to check him out, Nick. Yeah, he's a cool dude too, just to chat with. When he asked me if I would check out his kitchen knives, he sent me the kitchen knives for free and sent me this as a thank you for checking out his kitchen knives. And this Fenrir is dope. Yeah, not every knife has to be one you'll carry in the pocket every day. Some knives are just fun and make you smile when you open them up. Sometimes that's all it takes. Yeah, I hear they're kind of weighty and probably take up more pocket space even than this guy. This is the chunkiest thing that I've carried in pocket, and surprisingly, it's actually pretty comfortable to carry. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna shut this one down for now, Nick. My throat is about giving up for today. But yeah, we can talk on Instagram for sure. I appreciate everybody that hung out with me today, as always. I do as well. I think it's dope, obviously. Obviously, I'm a little biased. Warhog by Pickle Steel got third place for the Sheepdog new design. Oh, that'd be cool to see. Yeah, hit me up shoot me that link on Instagram. But I really appreciate everybody hanging out with me today. And look forward to seeing y'all again on Saturday. Yeah, I try to carry everything. I carry several knives a day like most of us, so I try to rotate. everything through at least once in a while. Stuff makes it in the pocket a little less frequently now, but now that I have more coming in. But I try to make stuff hit the pocket. Hell yeah, Brown Sugar. Always appreciate you, sis. Knife Nut, Nick Martino, Gareth. Thank you guys for hanging out. Anybody else that's still around, thank you for spending your time with me. I hope everybody has a killer day. And as always, stay safe, stay frosty. Thank you as well, Dwayne. And stay deadly.